Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to Chrissy Bowl TV. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you guys being in the building. I'm here with Uncle Albert. It seems like today just going to be two Ghana men taking care of business. Especially, if you support Black Star, you need more of these type of therapies because Black Star will kill you. At this point, what Black Star is doing to people, it's criminal. Yeah, but today, we're gonna talk about Liverpool, the other love of our life. We're gonna talk about Liverpool and how they came up on top. Liverpool beating Southampton 3-2. Big up to RTV Football's in the building. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. We are in the building. Uncle Albert, how you doing, man?
Bro, I had to take extra pressure medication, man. I tell you.
That's so hilarious. And literally, the man has his medication right beside him. Big up to Neil.
Listen, man, I'm not kidding you. Liverpool should stop doing this kind of thing, man.
Oh, man, we will talk about it. Big up to Loss. Loss is in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. RTV said today's game showed we will not be handed the title easily. We have to go and get it, and it's there to be gotten now. Go and do it. Never walk alone. Facts. That's facts, man. But, before we start with the house cleaning, let's do a little house cleaning. Please share, subscribe, and like. Hit the likes up. Our minimum goal is 21. So please get us there. Get us there. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell. Very important when you see it because it notifies you when we are on. So please hit the notification button as you subscribe. Get the subs up, people. Share us across the whole social media platforms. If you have friends, please share us to them. We do good business here. That's why you're here rocking with us. So thank you for pulling up. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Neil is like, that was a good old-fashioned nerve jangler. Bro, Uncle Albert. Craig is in the building. Let's shut up, Craig. This game. This is the thing. I even tweeted this after the game was over. Club did it maybe 1 year, and that was the year that we won. But Liverpool, since this international break has been consistent, Liverpool has never come out of international break and play well. I am always worried every time Liverpool. If I'm worried about any games, it's right after international break.
Well, the last one we did pretty good. The last one.
That was right. We played Chelsea, right?
Yeah, we played
Chelsea right afterwards. We played Chelsea at home. But then remember, the last time we lost. Yes, we did
very well.
But the game that we lost.
Nottingham Forest. I was at Anfield when we lost.
Yeah, it was right after international break.
Yes, it was.
You see what I mean?
And the gaffer made some tactical errors. He started the guys from South America, and it didn't work out.
And he learned his lesson.
He himself has confessed that he's not doing that again. So
yeah.
And then in the in-game substitution too was problematic. He brought in what's his name? Bradley. Took out Mark 10 and left Trent in to go and play as the 8, and it was an error of gargantuan proportions because Curtis Jones was sitting on the bench. Yeah, you should have used him.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I mean, I know Neil is out here saying Klopp who, but yeah, Klopp who won the league never cracked that. He did it one year. That was the year that we were just too hard to win.
I have constantly and consistently been saying that even though I was, my stance on Klopp, I think that we should stop shitting on him. Sorry, past sorry about my French, because one, we are still playing with his team.
Yeah.
Right. And two, whatever he did wrong, and we can talk about what he did wrong, at least he had the vision.
No, this is something that we need to talk about because I've seen a lot of people always, You know, and this is the new trend that Liverpool fans is starting to do
And
again.
even the club,
It's
you see,
very embarrassing.
but Kwesi, don't blame them. The club and the club's journalists are throwing Klopp under the bus. That's really unfair.
No. This is the thing. It's not. I won't blame the club. The club will never do that. It's the journalists.
Oh,
Yes, I
leaks
agree with
come
the
from the
journalists.
club. The leaks come from the club, Kwesi.
No,
Some
no,
of
no,
the leaks are so pointed that it comes from the club. The last
bro.
one was very unfair to him.
No.
The last one
Uncle
about
Albert.
Anthony.
Uncle Albert. That's revisionary history. From day one, when Klopp was here, we were telling the stories that certain things that Klopp was doing that we didn't like.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that.
We already said that. The thing that is annoying with me,
the man is gone.
yeah,
Right?
but this is what
You
I'm
are
saying.
still using his team. So if you start leaking information that he wanted to buy Anthony, you are just trying to rile up
But
the
that
fans.
one was not a secret. Everybody knew Liverpool looked at Anthony. I don't know why all of a sudden it's a secret.
No, Kwesi, let me be honest with you. I didn't know we wanted to buy him.
No. We looked at this. The thing. It's just like Man United fans trying to make themselves feel good, saying that Liverpool went after what's his name, Amorim. We never went after Amorim. He was one of the people that Liverpool said, okay, maybe if Alonso says no. But guess who? Liverpool never go after players if they know that they're going to be embarrassed, right? At the time, they looked at, and when everybody wasn't sure if Salah was going to sign a contract, they looked at Anthony and said, hey, he could be an option if Salah were to move on. But they never put a full court press. Manchester United was the one who went full court press. There was no way Liverpool was going to spend that much money after spending 80 million on Nunes and said, we're going to go spend another 80 to 90 million on this guy. Everybody, it was advertised. There's a lot of what's called the Mirror, the Liverpool Echo. All of these guys looked at it and said Liverpool are interested in Anthony. Manchester United fans were making fun of Liverpool fans when they bought Anthony because they said, oh, we got him. You guys wanted him, and he shut you guys down and he came to us. The thing that I'm saying, Uncle, and I want you to pay attention on this one. Liverpool fans, there's a new trend on Liverpool fans when they get a new shiny toy, they want to shit on the old toy.
So we are in agreement.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I don't
like it. Especially, it's not even about the manager. It's not about the management. Let's just move. Let's even forget it. Like you said, let the club go for peace, right? Let's look at the players himself. Look at the players. When Jones started playing well, everybody said, let's sell Szoboszlai. But they are the same people who wanted Jones to be sold in the summer. You see what I mean? Remember Gravenberg. People wanted Gravenberg sold. People want Robo sold. People want...
But I haven't changed my mind on Robertson.
That's fine. But the thing is, yeah, I'm expecting you to eat the humble pie again.
No. I listen. You, Kwesi, in the last 2 years, I haven't changed my stance on Robertson. I think he should go. The only reason why I am not in a hurry to see him go is because I really don't think that Tsimikas is any better for many reasons.
This is the thing. I promise you guys that by the end of the season, everybody is gonna say, let's keep Robo, even if we're gonna keep him on the bench.
No,
I promise
the reason why we shouldn't be keeping Robertson is that he has just one viable year left on his contract. So why would we want him to go for free when we know
so we will see
somebody else? Yeah. So for me, I think we should sell him and make some money and bring somebody else in because
yeah.
I mean, today, the penalty he gave away was utterly needless.
But that was not his fault. That was not his fault. No. You see, this is the thing. We're gonna talk about it, but let's start with the game itself.
Hold on. Hear me out. If he had raised his head, yes, Van Dijk made the mistake. I get it.
Yeah, so why are we blaming Robo?
No, if he had raised his head, Gravenberch was covering him. So why make the tackle?
No. The ball came straight at him. If he let it go and the guy take a shot. Uncle Albert. This is a listen. He cannot assume that we know that Gravenberch is behind him. If Gravenberch did not tell him,
raising your head, what are you on the pitch?
How is he going to see when he's looking? The ball is coming straight at him.
You have to look. That's the
Uncle Albert, right now. Let me look. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you.
We don't get paid shit.
No. Usually I'll let this slide. I'm not going to let this slide. You cannot assume the player sees everything. If somebody's behind you and nobody talks to you about Gravenberg, then you should be blaming Gravenberg to tell him, Robo, let it go. I got it. He did
Maybe
not.
he did. Maybe
No, he did
How
not.
do you know?
No, he did not. He did not. Robo is not fouling the player knowing that Gravenberg is behind him. And two,
No, but Kwesi, you see, what you are not even trying to listen is that Robertson didn't set out to foul the guy. If you are trying to foul the guy, you don't foul him there. He wanted to make a tackle. That's why I'm saying that.
was it even a penalty?
Sorry?
Was it a penalty?
Yeah.
I know they gave it. Was it a penalty?
It was.
No, because it was outside the box.
No.
He fell into
the line. Kwesi, the line, you see, here is my thing. If I am in the Liverpool dressing room giving players a briefing before a match, the first thing I'm telling them is that Michael Oliver is on VAR. Don't do anything stupid because he's a moron. If you read the Premier League's justification for the penalty, I'm quoting them. They said there is no evidence that the tackle occurred outside the box. That means that the reverse is also true. Right? If there's no evidence that the tackle occurred outside the box, then it's imperative to imagine that there is no evidence that the tackle occurred inside the box. So you should rather err on the side of caution. Why do you give
right? So let me ask you a question. He lets the guy go, and then the guy takes a shot before Gravenberg gets there and score. Then what?
Maybe he won't score.
No. I didn't say maybe because we can't do maybes. I'm asking you a question.
Listen.
No, you assume. No. This is the thing. We're doing assumptions here. You assume that Gravenberg was behind him and Gravenberg could have making a tackle.
No, I didn't assume. I saw it.
You saw. Okay, fine. So you saw Gravenberg behind Robo. So in your mind, you said if Robo let the ball go, Gravenberg gets it. So I'm asking you, if he lets the ball go just like you say, and the guy takes a quick shot and Gravenberg does not block it, then what?
We take our chances, don't we?
Okay, so that's the thing. We try to win it.
Taking your chances with conceding a penalty.
But no. You're taking the chances. But Uncle Albert, the way you are criticizing him, if he takes his chances and the guy score, you're gonna sit here and say, "This is the reason why I want him out."
No, I wouldn't have said that.
You saying it right now when the guy did his job.
Kwesi, I wouldn't have said that.
Why not? Why wouldn't you say that?
Because I'm confident that Gravenberg would have cleared.
I'm also confident that Gravenberg was not there. First of all, because I watched the same game, and two,
he was there. Go and watch it again.
And two, I don't think
Gravenberg watched it again. They are showing it on SuperSport now. I just watched it again.
And two, I don't think Gravenberg will get on time to block the shot because I'm not gonna sit there and take that kind of chances.
He wouldn't even have allowed the guy to shoot. He would have cleared it.
You don't know that.
Because the ball was far ahead enough. You see, listen.
Because you've seen it in real time because you've seen it in real time based on the foul. So the ball, the player was delayed because of Robo standing there.
But
even Robo, exactly like you said, right? Standing in the what do you say? In the air of caution. If Robo was to stand his ground and the guy runs into him, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Big up to Ali.
If you're gonna do that, do it with some clear distance between the line and
Robo was on the line.
I'm not even against him fouling the guy. I'm saying that if you was
but this is but Uncle Albert, this is today we're gonna before we jump onto the analysis of the game. This is the power
because we are not gonna agree. So let's go.
I'm not talking about agreeing. I don't want if we agree then the show is gonna be boring. What I'm saying is Liverpool fans have to stop doing this assassination of scapegoating individual players. If Virgil does not make a mistake, Robo does not cause a penalty. What Virgil did, he knew.
Virgil cleans up after them all.
No. We can't do that. You can't choose when you want to criticize a player. First of all, Virgil should have never taken the ball that far, knowing that those guys were bringing the press. Usually, what Virgil would have done is he would have lobbed it over the line, which Salah was.
I am fully in consonance with that.
Okay, so if no, but this is the thing, Uncle. if Virgil does not make a mistake, Robo does not cause a penalty kick. That's all. Because we right now have to agree that Virgil is the reason why the penalty kick happened. Because Virgil set up Robo to fail. He's the captain. He should know better. You don't do that, especially knowing that the game is in such a high pace at the time. We had no control of the game at the time. Virgil, why are you doing that? I'm holding my captain accountable for that. Don't put Robo in a position for him to fail.
If you go that direction, then you can start blaming from the kickoff, from the time we took.
No. Because if everybody makes a mistake, but that's what
taking the field in the olive green jersey.
But this is the problem. This is the part where you're not understanding me.
I get you. I clearly understand you. I'm saying that Robertson. What I said in the beginning was very simple. If Robo had raised his head, he would have seen that there was somebody behind him. And you said
Robo is facing the guy. Why should he look behind him when there's a guy right in front of him?
Well, see, there's a reason why they get paid all the tens and hundreds of thousands of pounds a week.
So the guy who's getting paid 100,000. No, Uncle Albert.
That's why we
Uncle Albert. If a guy is coming right in front of me, I'm not raising my head. I'm focusing on the guy coming at me. Who is dangerous? Who is dangerous?
I think I'm very much in cognizance with Neil. I want to talk about that pass from Gravenberch to Salah.
No, we will talk, but you the one, and we need to stop. We need to stop a few things here because it's starting to. Let me finish.
Even if you give me his weekly wage, there is no way you can convince me about.
I don't care what I convince people. What we need to do is we can all disagree. I'm not expecting everybody in the chat to agree with me because then this will be a boring channel, and you people know we don't do boring. The thing that Liverpool fans got to stop is scapegoating players. That is not agreeing and disagreeing.
You're playing like shit.
Everybody plays like shit today. We need to stop picking up Salah. Salah are we talking about? Let me finish.
Everybody didn't play like shit.
Everybody played shit. Salah didn't play well. He scored 2 great goals, but he didn't play well. Everybody played shit. The only player that if anybody, we're going to give anybody credence to what happened today is the goalkeeper.
Kwesi, if a guy doesn't play well,
all of them. But you are picking who you want to scapegoat. No, and we got to stop that.
I am not scapegoating anybody.
Then why did you pick Robo when it wasn't Robo's fault? It was Virgil's fault.
Robertson.
No. Don't bring what Robertson.
Apart from the penalty he gave away, he played like shit the whole fucking game.
Okay, then you are definitely not watching the game.
Please. You are showing it right now. I'm
watching it right now. You're watching the game. Now you're watching the game.
Right? No.
Now you're watching the game.
Half of the time he runs ahead of Gakpo and doesn't give Gakpo the option to catch his
No. That's scapegoating. Again, scapegoating. Liverpool fans, this is exactly. I'm glad that Uncle is here because today we're going to stop that foolishness.
We are going to spend the whole match arguing.
If we're going to spend the whole match to talk about it, then we need to do that because this is the reason why Liverpool, we will not win the league. Because the year that we won the league, this is the reason why we will not win the league.
We are winning it. As for the league, we are winning it.
No. I'm going to say it right now. The year that Liverpool won the league, the year that Liverpool won the Champions League, all the fans were in a line. We had one purpose, and the purpose was support the team.
Victory has 1,000 fathers.
I don't care about the 1,000 fathers. I care about the one victory. I care about the one victory. I care about the one victory. I'm not here to be. I'm not here to make.
Win the league.
No, I'm not here.
Remember this day. Remember we have.
I'm glad that you're saying that.
We will win the league.
But I'm not. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. Fine. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If Liverpool fans don't stop and appreciate their players and let them do what the manager says, because none of you guys are onslaught. Stop coming up with. Let me finish, Uncle. I didn't finish my statement.
So what we should do is behave like African politicians and always appreciate the players. We can't criticize them.
There's a difference between criticism and abuse. None of. Let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
We don't abuse anybody.
Okay, you don't abuse. Really?
No, you play like shit. It's not abuse.
So tell me exactly how Robo played like shit.
He just would play like
No, no,
shit.
no. Tell
I
me
think
exactly what Robo did. Don't just say he
like
play like shit.
I think playing like shit and encapsulates the feeling. That's why I said let's
No,
go
no, no,
on
no,
and
no,
talk
no,
about
no.
the match.
Do you know what a feeling is? Feelings have no merit to it. How did Robo play like shit? This is back to the game. Now we're gonna stop arguing over unnecessary. So tell me exactly what he played like shit.
He himself knows that he has been playing like ass. That's the reason why he took that advertising
Uncle,
space
you are
to
not
believe that he has
explaining.
played one
You are
bad
not
match.
explaining to me how Robo. You said he himself. Did you talk to Robo after the game?
Apart from mistiming that tackle, like I said, he spent half of the match being ahead of his brief and putting his defensive colleagues under pressure. Sometimes you will see him overlapping Gakpo and then actually going to bump into Gakpo to deny him the
Okay.
space he needs. I could go on, and that's why I said let's talk about the match.
We're
Listen,
talking about the
my
match.
pressure,
You said we
my
criticize
pressure,
it.
my pressure.
I
I've
want. You
showed you
got
my
uncle. When
extra
I'm speaking,
dedication.
uncle, we
Don't
can
force me
speak.
to take. Don't
Uncle,
force
what?
me to take a third
Uncle, when I'm speaking, you
Go
can't
ahead.
jump in. No, let me speak. When you were speaking, I kept my mouth shut. Otherwise,
Because you
people.
haven't kept quiet since I started speaking.
Because
You
when
haven't
I'm
kept quiet.
speaking, you cut me off.
No, I didn't.
You just did right now. I was speaking, and then you jump into the conversation. I let you
Okay,
speak,
I'll keep quiet. I'll keep quiet. You
when you were
asked me a
explaining
question, I
about.
answered you. Everybody is listening. Didn't Kwesi ask me a question? Guys, didn't he tell me to explain to him how Robo played badly? I didn't even want to say anything. And I says, no, explain. I'm explaining. He says, I'm cutting him off. Okay, I'll keep quiet.
Okay. So now I'm going to speak because Ale even asked me a very good question. He said, how did he not play like shit? Well, Ale, I'm going to tell you this. Number one, Liverpool as an entire team played like crap. Period. Right? Number two, there was no ball movement or player movement when we had the ball or when they had the ball. Robo was playing just like Virgil, Konate, and Bradley and I'm talking about the back four right now. None of them were in cohesion. They were all over the place. The game was no control. You guys remember that after the Bournemouth match, I came out and I said I wasn't happy because of how we had no control of the game and those guys had 19 shots towards the end. Robo was just as bad as Virgil, was just as bad as Konate, was just actually, I was even happy with Bradley played much better than all three of them. But the senior players did not play well. And it's very easy to pick one player and say, you know what? We just gonna pick on the guy that we don't like all the time. Because Virgil was supposed to control the game. He is the man, the captain, the leader. He's in the defensive. He's not even an attacker. He's a defensive player who sees everything. He needs to be talking to Robo, please. Don't rush. And a couple of times you saw Virgil talking to them. And every time he started talking to them, the game calmed down. And as soon as, for some reason, everybody was in a rush. Gakpo was not playing well. Hence the reason why the manager subbed him. Right? Gakpo threw a whole bunch of crosses in the backside, and none of them even hit the target. Virgil was not controlling the team as a whole. Konate was misplacing passes, giving bad fouls, and eventually he got a yellow card. So we cannot just pick one player and say, oh, you were the bad player on the team. All of them were bad. All of them were bad. Did Robo get a yellow card? No. But Konate did. But I don't see anybody coming here and say Konate had a bad game. We had no control of the game. We made it a mess. Hence the reason why I said I don't like international breaks, because when we come back from international break, we always seems to be off tune. We are not cohesive anymore. Before we left, we were playing good. We had control. It doesn't matter even if we won 1-0 or even we won 2-3-0 against Aston Villa. We played very well. Aston Villa looked like they're going to do something, but not at any point that anybody could say we lost control of the game. This game, this is the team that is in the bottom half of, they are in the bottom. And also, they also had a lot of injuries. So this was not even their best players. So if we're going to talk about the back line, then we move to the midfield in a little bit. The back line, we didn't play well. Virgil, you didn't control the game. Konate, you were making a whole bunch of rash tackles, right? You were making a lot of rash tackles, something that I haven't seen in Konate since last year when he was having a bad year. That's why he got a yellow card. And it took the yellow card for him to calm down. And there was a couple tackles that he made in the box that if it was that referee who just got caught sniffing the white line, he would have probably given a red card. I mean,
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello. Yes.
You, Uncle got a phone call. So if it was a bad referee, that referee would have probably given us a red, not a red card, a penalty against us besides the Robo one. So first of all, we have to analyze the game. Don't just go by, oh, Robo. So let's just jump on Robo because Robo was shit. No, the whole back line was shit. The whole back line was shit. Not at one point did Robo got a bad yellow card. Even with the penalty, they didn't even give him a yellow card. But Konate did. Virgil, why are you going through the brick wall knowing that that's not your game? That's Gravenberg's style of play. Yes, a couple of times Virgil has moved the ball with, controlling the ball like that. But that was a bad mistake. He put our back line into a position that we didn't deserve to be in. And at the same time, we were not controlling the game. We didn't have 100% control of the game or majority part of the game. So that part, I'm blaming Virgil. Now, in terms of, did Robo play at 7? No, because I don't think nobody plays at 7. Besides maybe Salah towards the end, I would give Bradley played pretty well. And then the goalkeeper. The midfield, it was okay. So now let's move to the midfield. He started Jones, Gravenberg, and Szoboszlai. What did you think about that dynamic?
I think Szoboszlai played better today than I've seen him of recent. I think he played well today. I don't think Curtis Jones was at his best. And I think Gravenberg had an adequate, I call it adequate performance, except for that moon pass he gave to Salah. That's good. So, but I think Szoboszlai was very good. I'll give him a very good. I think one of the things Szoboszlai should stop doing. I don't want to call it getting intimidated by Salah, but I think he should be more individualistic when he's going forward. Like in the beginning of the match, he had a chance. He should have taken the shot, tested the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is not their regular goalkeeper. Take the shot, test him out, let him make that save. Because you've got cannons in both feet. And then you pass the ball to Salah, who was not in a good position to shoot. And then you messed up the chance. So I think he should take more of those chances. And I think that he must have been told that from the touchline, because he started doing that a bit more. Actually, knowing Szoboszlai, if there hadn't been an instruction coming from the bench, even the goal he scored, he would have looked for Salah with a pass. He would have looked for Salah. Instead of thinking and taking it instantly, he would have tried to pass the ball to Salah. So I thought he played well today. I will give him an above average. I don't think Curtis Jones played well today at all. You see, I agree with everything that you've said about the team not playing well generally, because I think that they underestimated Southampton. Despite what the coach had been saying, they went in with the mentality of it's not if, it's by how much. It's not if we win, it's by how much we win. They didn't go in there afraid. I had a very good friend who was a boxer. He became my friend when I was a student in the UK. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's called Nigel Ben.
Mm-hmm.
He once told me that, hey, Albert, if every time I go into the ring and I'm not afraid,
Mm-hmm.
I have problems.
Mm.
If I'm afraid, I win.
Right.
So I don't think we went onto the pitch with the necessary caution that we needed to take. It's part of the reason why Virgil will make that mistake. Like he didn't rate Southampton, so he was carrying the ball
I'm
into
glad you said
areas
that. I'm
he should
glad you
have
said
carried.
that. That is a
You
very,
see,
that's a
well,
very good point right there. Much
you
respect on that.
didn't wait for me.
Mm-hmm.
I would have told you that the team played like us overall, but it also doesn't mean that certain individuals didn't really stink. Robertson have had these moments. You know, Salah talks about moments. I don't know
Yeah.
whether you watched his latest interview.
Yeah, I watch
When
it.
he said,
One of the
okay,
best interviews so far.
right, he said, I may not be playing well, but I have moments. That's exactly what happened today. Look at the foot he stuck out with that pass to take out the goalkeeper. How many people are able to do that? That's
Right.
intuition. That's experience.
Yeah.
Right? Look at his, let me call it, he assisted himself for the penalty. Look at that, the curve on that ball, the bounce it took. If that guy hadn't handled the ball, Diaz would have scored anyway.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is that we went into that match, we didn't give them the respect they deserved, and they surprised us. When we went 1-0 up, I'm sure the guys in their head was like, okay, this one is going to be a 9-0 drubbing.
You know
Right?
what, Uncle, before you, let me cut you real quick. This is the thing that I've seen, and this is not the first time I've seen Liverpool do this. It seems like every time we know Arsenal play first or City play first, and they drop points, and we are next to play, we are in a rush. That's what I was seeing today. First of all, like I said, after international break, we never play well. We break that momentum that we always have, right? Towards before towards the international break. But it seems like same thing happened against Brighton, where we were in a rush trying to score a goal so we can relax. But I'm like, no, we got 90 minutes, 15 minutes of the game. I thought we played like 80 minutes. And it seems, and you are right, this is the part where I was trying to say, picking one player and blaming one player is not fair, because the whole team in total was shot. And by the way, big up to the man them who have come through. Appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. As you can see, me and my uncle are in the building. Hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, Uncle, have you seen the same thing? Because that's why I'm a little more frustrated at Virgil than anybody else, because he is the head statement, right? We rush. I'm like, calm down. It's like I don't want to say we play like club, because we will not even play like that under club. It's just we are just trying to score the goal so that we can be like, okay, now we are ahead.
Bro, do you remember our match against Luton last season?
Exactly the same.
Exactly what we did.
Exactly the same thing.
All over again. Lack of respect for the opponent, crash bang wallop, and then we ended up embarrassing ourselves, nearly embarrassing ourselves. That's why I told you that, listen, I am so relieved, because if we hadn't won this match, it would have cost us the league title.
It could.
It would have. You see, right now as we speak, Arsenal have to win 4 matches to overpass, to 4 matches that we don't win,
right,
to surpass us. Man City have to win 3 to surpass us. 3, basically, we have to go 0 for 3 with respect to Man City. We have to go 0 for 4 with respect to Arsenal. And these things actually matter. We beat Man City next weekend, and there's no reason why we shouldn't beat them with this crass team that they have.
That's why we needed this win.
for me, that's why I was like, let me tell you what. I didn't speak. I didn't really even interact with anybody or speak with anybody. I was interacting with somebody on the phone. I just cut the person off. After the second goal, their second goal went in. I didn't speak again till after the match. And after that penalty went in, I went like, and then I took my meds. For real. Because I was saying to myself, how are we gonna come and lose to Southampton?
It would have been so bad, man. It would have been so bad. Everything that we have done for 11 games would have just gone out of the window. Even if we have dropped points, even if we have drew, if it was a 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, whatever, everything that we did would have gone out of the window.
And let me tell you what happens first when that happens. You lose confidence.
Yeah. And that's why I'm frustrated.
And there's a domino effect. You end up screwing up against Man City, screwing up against Newcastle, and then you screw up against Everton. And those are the 3 matches gone. By Christmas time, we are on the on the course. So for me, it was. I mean, winning this match was like, I listen. I heaved a sigh of relief.
Yeah, and Uncle, I want you to.
One second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So when Uncle come back, I want him to do the. We got a Liverpool famous celebrity in the building. You guys know his name, Liverpool 12 men. Big up yourself. 12 men, if you are available, I know you were having a show earlier with the Irishman and the man them. I think Nanalte also joined in. If you are available, give it a thumbs up. I'll give you the link and you could come in and chop in with us at the barber shop. Let me know, brother. But this is the thing that Liverpool fans, people like Ali saying, you can't expect great performance every week. Sometimes you got to win playing not great. Okay. Also, honestly said the same thing earlier. He said winning while playing bad is coming home and putting that energy out there. Okay, this is the thing that we, as a fans, we got to be careful and not. Okay, yes, I agree. Sometimes it's gonna get ugly, it's gonna get nasty, and you have to find a way to win. But you cannot put in your head that, oh, we have to. It has to be consistent. It has to be like that. Because what you're doing is it's not self-sustainable. And that's what Uncle Albert was saying. You drop points against these guys, it breaks your confidence. I don't care how strong your team is, how mentality monsters that you have. You do not want to break your stride when your rivals are falling off. Right? You do not want to break your stride when your rivals are falling off. Yes, once in a while, it'll catch up. Once in a while, you're going to have an ugly game, like Wolves. Ugly game. We find a way, we win. But you don't want to put it in your psyche that we can always come on top. It's not self-sustainable. And last year, it cost us the title. Last year, it cost us the title. We were not playing well and we found a way to win, and eventually the bottom fell out and we could not do it anymore. We can't keep doing it. Yes, once in a while when he sneaks up on you, then you better find a way to win. Then you play ugly, you play whatever it takes to win. But you cannot make it into a habit. That's the part where people got to stop thinking. Because when it becomes a habit, guess what? Then you do it again. Then you do it again. Then you do it again. Now it becomes your behavior. You see what I mean? So the best thing is to try to always play your best and always come with the better outcome. Because if you don't, and you think that I can always get out of this, I can always win this and come out of it, eventually the bottom is going to fall off. And then what? So yes, I do agree that sometimes, when you get the 3 points out of an ugly situation, thumbs up, you did very well. But let's not make it into a habit. It's better to beat the team before they even step on the stadium. And that's what City used to do. They beat teams before the teams even get into the stadium. Now, once in a while, a team will catch them off guard. And sometimes they have to play ugly to win. That's how championships are made. You cannot continue thinking that I can get away with murder. I can get away with murder. Last season, we came from behind 17 times. It looks good on paper. But then eventually, towards the end, we ran out of steam. So as much as I agree with you saying, yes, we have to win out of an ugly situation, but at the same time, we have to be careful. We don't want to make it into a habit. You know what I mean? But big up to Mandem in the building. We appreciate you guys being here. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please, please, please. Please share. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Tafsir said, did anyone else notice Rob, when crossing the ball, did not beat the first man? His corner kick were annoying the hell out of me. Like, can't even beat, players who can kick in your corner and you can't beat the first man on the pole. That's very, very annoying. I agree with you, Tafsir. He said we had more chances and we deserve to win. So you have more chances, then put those chances away so that you don't have a situations like this. Yeah, bro. Like I said, consistency is very, very important. Uncle, while you were gone, I was talking about a situation where it's nice to play or to win when it's ugly, right? Like we did against Wolves. Somewhere even against Brighton.
Today was the worst example.
You see what I'm saying? But what people are saying is be happy that winning while you were playing ugly. I say, yeah, that's cool. I'm happy, but we don't want it to make it a habit because that's what cost us the title last season.
Last season, everything was hunky-dory until we went to mess up at Old Trafford. And all the confidence went. You remember, after we lost, everything went south after the FA Cup loss. After the FA Cup loss, everything just went south. Because I think the boys were psychologically affected by going to lose at Old Trafford, and everything just went south. So, man, we have one big hurdle left, as far as I'm concerned. We need to touch Man City. We need to touch Man City at Anfield on next Sunday. Any kind of win, I'm taking it. 1-0, 2-1.
That's why today's game
taking
was so important. It was important because of City. And even the manager said it. He said, this is the most important game. And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell people, but people are disagreeing with me. Because you lose today, you put in pressure on yourself for the next week. Right? City lost. So they coming in with what they call it? With like a dragon. They foaming out the mouth. They need a win. Because if they lose on, is it Saturday or Sunday? Yeah, if they lose next week, it's a wrap. I don't care how many runs City have done in the past. There's no way you're catching up to Liverpool if you lose next game. So for me, today was very, very important. And yes, even if we don't play well and we win, good. But don't let it be like today. It's like somebody said, today we made them look like Real Madrid and it affected the way we played. We have to get back into controlling the game just like Slot wants us to do. He said, Kwesi, when we won the Prem, we stunk up. Nope. People are forgetting that we won the league from day one. We were unstoppable. That is a narrative that I don't agree with, honestly. Liverpool were unstoppable. The only games that we stunk, one. The first game we lost against Tradini's former team. I forgot the name of the team. Somebody remind me, please. And then after the COVID break, we were horrible. Oh my God. And of course, you expect that because guess what? We've been in the house for like 4 months. So everybody is out of whack. That's nothing you can blame the team. But the year that we won, 25 games that we played, there was no team on planet Earth that could have stand in front of Liverpool and said, we're going to beat Liverpool. The only one game before the loss that was annoying was when we went to Old Trafford and we drew, knowing that we should have beaten them that game. And we were that season we won the league. There was no team on planet Earth that was going to beat Liverpool. people need to go back. This is a narrative that people wants to bring back and say, oh, we were poor. No. For 25 games, Liverpool was just a team from another planet. From day one, we started the game. I'm not saying that we went what, 22, 23 games unbeaten? People, stop. The narrative got to be factual, man. Uncle Albert.
Okay, now you have my undivided attention.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, you were saying.
No, I think I was, me and the people were chopping it up. This, honestly was saying that the year that we won the league, we didn't play well either. And I said, no, for 20-something games, we were unstoppable on the planet. It took a pandemic.
At a point, we were like 20 points up. So
exactly. That's my point. It took a pandemic to slow Liverpool down. It took a whole pandemic to slow Liverpool down. That year, I don't see any team. Maybe that Pep Guardiola's Barcelona could have been the only team that would have could have played Liverpool. Other than that, there was no team on the planet Earth that could have stand in front of Liverpool that said, I'm going to beat Liverpool. You are talking about peak Mane, peak Firmino, peak Salah. The middle three were just like a machine. Virgil was at his pump. Matip and Joe Gomez were something else.
And nobody could get past Fabinho.
My God.
It was very difficult. It was very difficult to play.
We went 20-something games unbeaten. 20-something games unbeaten. There was no team. I don't care. Maybe you are saying, oh, well, from how good we play, there was a drop-off ever so often. Okay, I agree with that. But people, that season, man, I've been hearing that narrative that Liverpool fans are saying, oh, we skunk. Manchester United at Old Trafford, yes, we didn't play well. We should have beaten them. And we end up drawing 1-1. Manchester United. Oh, I'm covered. Okay. Against Manchester United, 1-1. And I think it was Lallana who scored the last minute goal. After that, I don't remember us playing poor.
I think, listen.
Hey, Mike, one second. I'll send a link.
Listen, I think that let's just understand also that the nature of the competition has changed.
Yes.
The teams are a lot better than they were then. Everybody will give you competition. And right now also, the match is even more dependent on team tactics and how the manager reads the game than even the quality and the kind of players you have. Right? Let me just go back. Yesterday, Spurs took Man City apart.
I've never seen that before. I watched the game late. I've never seen that before.
But what happened was that Man City made a mistake of going to play that kid in the midfield as a holding midfielder. Right? And Ange put Kulusevski on the boy. He put Kulusevski right, man-marked him with Kulusevski. That's very unusual. And then what he also did was, Man City were expecting a high line from Spurs, right? That Haaland could get in behind, and they dropped the high line 10 meters, and Haaland became useless.
Yeah.
So those tactical tweaks that the managers make in game, or they assume what you are going to do, and they start. You see, same thing for this game. We also went into the game expecting Southampton to do the high line, and then they surprised us with a mid block. Right? So if you have the eyes to watch those tactical tweaks, you will kind of understand why teams fail, why teams win, what happens basically on the ground. Today, when we went into the halftime and came back, Slot did something very simple. He made sure that Curtis Jones was not holding on to the ball. Because the Southampton midfield, that Fernandes guy, was sitting on top of Curtis Jones, and Curtis Jones was playing his master game, and he was getting dispossessed all the time, which is unlike him. But it was a tactical plan to get Curtis Jones to cough up the ball for them to put pressure on us. So what happens when the managers read the game and makes those tweaks also affects the game more than they did back then. Those days, Klopp's crash bang wallop style of play was basically we will overwhelm you from start to finish.
Yeah.
These days, the managers can read in between it. They will make sure that they adapt. That's the word I'm looking for. Adapt to what you're doing, and if they can change something, it can hurt you. Then the times that you concede goals is also very important. Like with Man City yesterday, by the end of the first half, they were essentially done.
Oh, the game was done.
Yeah, it was done because they knew that they had actually dodged a few more bullets than the 2-0. And then when Spurs came back in the 52nd minute, 7 minutes after the restart, they effectively ended the game. If Man City had come and scored once, Spurs would have coughed up the game. You know, Spurs,
especially towards the first half. It was very imperative for them not to drop us, have City score a goal.
An ugly win is an ugly win. It's an ugly win, and a win is a win. 3 points is 3 points. I don't care how we got it. Like I said, I am so relieved today. For about an hour, I didn't even speak. I've actually been rooted to the same spot since the end of the match because I'm heaving a sigh of relief and thinking, whew, if we had lost this game, we could have lost. Oh my God, that would have been the end of the season. Anyway, K-Mac, let me allow you to say something. We've been on it for a while.
Okay, so look, man. Look, I was very confident that we were just going to win that game. Okay, I think a lot of us are still suffering from PTSD from Jurgen. Like, I really do. Like, I'm sorry, but we had 27 shots in this game. 27 shots. We had 3.2 xG. We scored 3 goals. They had 1.2 xG. Their second goal was a very good goal.
That was beautiful.
It was. They completely dissected us. Gravenberch was slow to get to the ball. Like, he could have brought the man down before and took a yellow card, like, for their second goal because the guy ran past him. Look, at the end of the day, we had a weak link in our team today, and they capitalised on it by putting Dibbling on him, just like Saka was on Robbo. Robbo's just not good enough for Liverpool now. Like I'm sorry, but the first goal was his fault. Like, he could have just put his arms around him. Like why does he have to retreat? Like, he has to retreat because he doesn't feel like he's good enough to be able to keep up with players now. Like,
I was having a debate with Uncle Albert with that. How's that his fault?
He retreated. He retreated back. He dropped back again. He did it against Saka. He gave the guy space to run at him, and he can't keep up with players that are running at him now. He can't do it anymore. Saka did him. Dibbling did him. Like, he could have brought the guy down with his arms, and he would have
and that would not have been a penalty.
No, he just would have he could have gone for him earlier.
No, because the guy's coming full speed at you.
He retreated. He retreated back into the box.
He didn't retreat. Virgil, I'm surprised you saying it's Robbo's fault when Virgil's the one who lost the ball in a dangerous area.
Yeah, the pair of them were Tweedledee Tweedledum for that. And you are going to notice it this season that Virgil's going to struggle a bit in games, especially if Robbo plays with him.
No, you can't be. No.
He's having to do too much work.
Okay, Mark, that's the part where we can't make excuses for anybody. We cannot make excuses for anybody. All of them. No. Let me finish.
Second goal. Robbo runs after the wrong man.
You just said it was Gravenberch. If Gravenberch fouled the guy, the goal does not go in. We cannot pick one guy.
Robbo
we got to stop that.
On the wrong side of the pitch.
Hey, I'm here to say, okay, Mark. Everybody played poor today. We cannot pick one guy and say the only person who, in terms of the playing players, the only person I'll give kudos to is the young kid on the right side. he was trying his best.
He
was trying his best. The midfield, for some reason, we're not controlling the game.
We had an international hangover. Like if you look at
it hurts us every single time. It hurts us every single time.
Internationals. You look at the last 3 internationals. The first one we lost to Forest at home. The second one was a close game against Chelsea, whether we like it or not. It was a close game, and we won that game. And then this one. These are the 3 international breaks. Like Slot is still learning on the job how to deal with international breaks and how to cope with the players. Look, Nunes was asked today as well. Like he did absolutely nothing again. Like, Diaz and
Gap also didn't do anything.
Diaz and McAllister came on and completely flipped the game on its head. But that was good coach. That was
good coaching.
Coach.
Yeah. Like that's good coaching.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he did it early. I'm glad he did it early because if it had waited till like 75th minute or 80, I would have been like,
that guy doesn't take places. But Kemat, you are a soldier. Why are you surprised at PTSD?
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You fought wars before. You should know about PTSD, man.
I know.
I'm sure you have colleagues who are suffering from it. I mean, when you hear explosions going off, you always hear it in your head. Even when you are sleeping, you wake up in the middle of the night, and those explosions are still happening.
Somebody answered this question for Dustin, please.
No, he wasn't the last man.
He wasn't exactly. That's why. And why didn't he get a yellow?
He didn't get a yellow, did he?
So that means that, like Uncle said it earlier when he and I were arguing early, the call could have, wherever the call falls into, it wouldn't have mattered because the call was literally a call that didn't even exist. Because if he fouls the guy like they say he did, and they're going to give a penalty, you give him a yellow card because it was obstructing a player from scoring a goal, right?
Yeah.
So he needs a yellow card.
Look, at the end of the day, it wasn't even in the box.
but guys, let me just ask you something. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the 12th man, I was asking you why you are not on the show. You know why I'm asking you. What I'm asking you. Stop playing like innocent. The second goal. Was Robertson even in the frame? Was he actually there?
No, they got hit with a counter attack. They all got hit with a counter attack. Who lost the ball? Who lost the ball at the top?
He was the closest to their player, Robbo, at the end.
Who? Because he ran back. He's the only one who ran full back.
He look. Oh man, watch the replay.
But this is the thing. You see how frustrated you are?
Their player has to go past 2 of our defenders to get to the goal.
Who are the 2?
It's Canate and Virgil. Oh, it's Canate and another player. But Robbo runs right across the far side, so he comes from the left-hand side all the way over to the right, and then gets in the way of our 2 defenders that are going for their player, and then their player goes around Robbo, and guess who's not in the left-hand side position anymore?
But why did Robbo have to come to the middle?
He didn't have to.
So if Robbo don't come in the middle,
he shouldn't have crossed over. He should have carried on following the runner. He should have carried on following the runner.
How did it go? If you could remind me, how did the goal started? Was it a corner kick?
It was our own set piece. Again.
Okay, so we had a set piece. That means Virgil and Konate are always over there. So they basically out of the game already.
There you go. Ales has just confirmed what I said.
What Ali said? Oh, Ali just is a hater of Robo as well. So
no, he just look. It was Armstrong that got the ball, and what he did was a great bit of play. But
where was Bradley?
Robbo basically blocked Bradley and Canate from getting to their defense.
But Kemak, he just said it was
and then he went round Robbo, and
who
then
lost
Robbo
the ball?
Wasn't there.
How did the ball? It was a corner kick, if I can remember. It was a corner kick.
It was Robbo taking the corner.
How is he going to kick a corner and then run all the way across?
He did.
So you want Robbo to kick a corner and then we lose the ball in the box and you want him to sprint and come get the ball.
He did. I think it was Zoboslai who took the ball.
It was Zoboslai. Okay. It was
Zoboslai. Okay.
The person who lost the ball was Gappo. It was Gappo who lost the ball.
It was Gapco, yeah.
Okay. So he lost at the ball where he was not supposed to lose the ball. So you put everybody in jeopardy when you do that. The same thing that Virgil did. This is what I'm talking about. We cannot just say it's this guy's fault every time something goes bad. The same way I can say
it was. It was.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Both of them. Somebody started it. You could blame everybody for that. That's what I'm saying. Virgil, first goal. Why are you trying to dribble?
But he's the player that makes the final error.
And if Virgil don't make that error, Robbo also isn't clear.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We cannot pick one person.
We'll go around
Before
in circles.
I told you that if you make that argument, then you can start from the jersey we wore. You know what?
No, but we all agree that okay, Uncle,
blaming the team for the color of the jersey they wore.
Okay, so Uncle, you said nobody plays 100%, right? Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means the mistake started from somewhere. It didn't just happen.
But you see, what K-Mac and I and so many others have been saying is that Robertson has been getting done and done and done. So if you are done for one match, we get it. But
so why didn't the manager play
Robertson's worst match, at least this term, was not Arsenal. It was Chelsea. The only reason why we didn't suffer, yes, he was that bad. The only reason why you don't remember is that Madueke himself is useless.
Yeah.
So now it's Madueke different.
Because Madueke went around him so many times.
He did it one time.
But he did nothing with it.
He did one time.
Sorry?
I say he did one time. K-Mac say he did it 3 times.
The difference between Madueke and Saka is that Saka makes you pay. That's all. This is the thing with somebody said something the other day. Somebody said something the other day, and I've gone back and watched our match with Arsenal a few times. Do you know that incidentally, Saka himself didn't play well?
Which game?
Against us.
I told you that. I said Saka had one good play that was against Robbo, and he scored. After that, he didn't really do that much.
After he did that, he didn't really have a good game.
Yeah, I agree.
He didn't have a good game.
But at the end of the day, let's move forward with this.
Can I just say one thing? Okay. Yeah. Look, Liverpool are playing brilliantly, okay, and we're winning games. And there's been a number of games where
you think this was brilliant?
No. We've been playing brilliantly. Okay. We definitely weren't today. But we've been playing brilliantly in some games, okay? And we've defended well and we've scored goals consistently. Okay, yeah, we relied on Mo Salah again today, but we have. Okay. Look, in the past, we've been exactly the same. We've played great football, we've scored loads of goals, but we've never been able to get over the line. And we've never been able to get over the line because there's certain individuals in the team that have always let us down. And we can see it. We can see it over and over, these players that let us down. Certain individuals that either get injured or they don't score their chances, or they play badly, or they let goals in, or they, foul players, whatever. Yeah. But there's always those weak players in the team.
Right.
Right now, we have another 2. Okay. In the past, we've had Lovrens, we've had Mignolet's, we've had, Caters, Oxlade-Chamberlains. Like, we've had many players that have let us down. Yeah.
Stevie Gerrard.
No, he's not let us down so much.
Oh, remember the Dembaba debacle, man.
Yeah, I know.
That was iconic.
I blame the manager more than him.
Then again,
we could go there all day on that stuff. Okay.
How is it the manager's fault? Did the manager tell Stevie G to go to the nightclub the night before to brag about that we already won the league and showed up and playing like win the game and then talk?
No,
that's the champions mentality. You win.
But this season, there's 2 individuals in this team that are going to let us down, and the sooner or later the manager sees this and gets these 2 players benched or out the club, the sooner the better. And one of them is Robbo, because he's done it numerous times this season already. Yeah, and the other one is Nunes, because Nunes does not do enough in games as an attack. And
so why did the manager start him?
Because he hasn't got a choice. Who's he got? Jaden
You got a
Downs.
choice. You could go to the academy and pick players.
We've got Jaden Downs, but Jaden
Yeah,
Downs
why didn't you start Downs?
Injury.
Huh?
Just come back from a stress fracture.
I thought he was on a training with the team over the week.
Was, but that's like his first. It's his first
that's his first day
session in forever.
That's the first day.
The thing is, and this is what I just want to make clear, that we need to get rid of these players. Like, we can't be doing what we've done years and years gone by, where we've carried on playing these players. Like, Diaz came on and pretty much changed the game. Like, he gave us so much more impetus going forward, and
then we need to say
the game when Diaz and McAllister came on.
So we should sell Gakpo there, because today he was trash. He kept wasting the ball with all his crosses.
Was trash, mate, because Robbo was in his way. Robbo was playing.
Did Robbo tell him to cross? Did Robbo tell Gakpo to keep crossing the ball to the last ball?
No, but Robbo kept on running.
What's it got to do with Robbo, bro? Right now, if we get
the game, mate,
you need to watch the game. You see, it is as if what K-Mac is saying. It's as if he and I planned to come on your show, but I haven't spoken to him today.
Because you're anti-Robo.
No,
I'm me. Okay, Uncle, let me say something. Let me say something real quick.
Anti-shit players in the
Let
team.
me say something real quick. You guys, and I'm going to say, because somebody was making fun of me when I brought the bomb in. I stand on principle. If I see the whole team struggling, I'm going to call it as it is. If I see one player struggling, I'm going to call it as it is. You know I don't mince my word. I say it how I feel. But one thing that I don't like about Liverpool fans is we have a tendency of picking player that we like, and then we call each other, you never walk alone, but yet we pick the ones that should walk alone and then say, oh, we never walk alone. Today, all of them were shit, especially in the first 60 minutes. Right? So, let me finish, Uncle, let me finish. Today, somebody even mentioned it today. Today, Salah, for 75 minutes, he was nothing. But then he woke up, and then he took the game by the strap of the neck and basically won it for us.
Salah was brilliant.
We cannot.
Today, and then goalkeeper saved 4 of them.
If the whole team is not playing well, we cannot just pick one player and say, oh, because of this player, this is the reason why we blame the person. All the team, we started very poorly today. We had no control of the game. Not at one point you could tell me we controlled the game.
But Kwesi,
we did.
What you are saying,
we have 77% possession. What game are you watching?
Hey, man, you know exactly when I say control the game. Control the game. These guys,
they had 7 shots and 2 of them were on target.
K-Mac,
they had a 1.2 XG.
I don't care about the XGs. XGs don't mean anything. XGs, but they scored 2 goals. They scored 2 goals, right? They scored 2 goals. They scored 2 goals.
They scored a penalty,
and they scored a goal.
And they scored a really good goal. It was a really good goal. It was a really good break.
Okay, so don't say XG, because XG means expected goal, right? We were expecting them to score 1 goal. We were expecting them to score 1 goal. Big up to one of my students is in the building. Big up, Samuel. Good to see you, my friend. XG, what does XG got to do with it? XG is expected goal. It has nothing to do with what the game. They scored 2 goals.
They were expected to score 1.2 goals and they scored 2.
Exactly. So what am I listening to XG for?
Well, you're saying that we didn't have control of the game.
No, we did not.
7% possession.
We did not. You've seen us. Okay, let me ask you a question, Kema, and then we move on. When we played,
we don't need to play Jurgen Klopp football anymore. You don't
understand. We didn't let me finish the game. When we played Leverkusen, did we control the game from 0 to 90?
No,
we didn't.
No, they had loads of chances.
Okay, well then, Uncle, please go ahead.
Kwesi, you see, what K-Mac and I are saying is not a robo-hate campaign. I cannot, after watching Liverpool for 47 years, going on 48 years, I cannot hate players. I just call it as I see it. You may not agree with me, but it's not a hate campaign. Look, Robertson is playing on fumes. You see, when some of us said, and you were one of the people who identified that Henderson must leave our team. At that time, did you hate Henderson? No, you just simply thought.
But I didn't have. Okay, Uncle, before you finish, Did I come here and every time we lost, I said it was Henderson's fault?
But to be
No. Answer the question. No.
I'm answering your question.
Okay, answer it.
Almost every time we lost, it was Henderson. Question. Almost every time we lost, it was Henderson.
And Fabinho's.
That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
We got to a point where the manager was making fun of Henderson for getting in the way of goal-bound shots. That is when you know it was bad.
He did it twice. He stopped us from scoring twice.
Remember the Crystal Palace game? We're having a difficult game as usual. Crystal Palace, difficult. Trent free kick, goal-bound free kick. The captain gets into the middle gets into the way and clears the free kick for Crystal Palace. So anyway, let's get back to what we're saying. Listen, I don't hate a player. Have you this season? Have you heard me talking about? Have you not heard me eating humble pie about Diaz? Have you not heard me eating humble pie about Harvey? We are actually missing Harvey Elliott. Have you not heard me eating humble pie? Humble pie.
About Gravenberch.
No, that was you. That's you. K-Back. Gravenberch is you. You take all that.
Listen, I was part of the Get Gravenberch Out Brigade as well. But I've eaten my humble pie. I've had my sausage roll and named Gravenberch, and I've kept quiet because he showed me something I never thought was capable of doing. So, I mean, look, guys, that's the reason why we are fans, Kwesi. That's the reason why we spend precious time coming to sit here and talk about things when we could be doing something else. It's because we are passionate about what we see and what we. Low-key, if Gravenberch has, if Robbo has 4 or 5 great matches, we will keep quiet. We will keep quiet. And we'll say, hey, where's his renewal, his contract renewal? But at this point, I just think that Gravenberch, why do I keep saying Gravenberch? Robbo has been done over and over and over and over.
So again, Uncle Albert, was Tsimikas sitting on the bench?
He's injured.
I don't even know what condition Tsimikas was in.
He was injured.
You don't know.
Didn't he go to the Euro?
Yeah,
I said Euro.
Yeah, did you see the foul on him? Did you see the kick on him in the game? Yeah, he got a really bad kick.
Okay. Was Gomez sitting on the bench?
I have no idea about Gomez. Like, I really don't know.
I really, let me be very honest with you.
Bizarre.
I do not like Joe Gomez in that left back row. A lot of people like it. I don't.
Who? You don't like who?
Joe Gomez in the left back row. Unless
he's better in the left back than he's on the right side.
Unless it's very necessary, I don't want to see him there.
Yeah, but that's why the manager never brought him in.
Okay, yeah. I'll also say as well that Bradley wasn't fantastic today. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why. See how I said mine.
Defensively, he wasn't.
Yeah, I agree with you. But he was better than the back four. He was out of the back four. He was the best one.
Yeah, he was. But he was the reason why Salah had the ball so much. Like, he's the reason why Salah had space today, is because he was making those long bursts
overlaps. Yep.
Yeah, and he was helping Salah.
That boy.
Look at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we've got Manchester City at home. Like, do you really want to play Robbo in that game?
He's playing.
If you
said that Tsimikas is injured, who else do you have?
Well, Tsimikas might be back by then because it's just a bruise, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Robbo is going to play Adam Madrid and City.
Put it this way, K-Mac and Kwesi. Our match against City should not depend on how badly Robertson plays or otherwise. City have so many vulnerabilities. We need to be able to take charge of that game.
That is my point from since the show started. It's a team sport. If the whole team is not playing well, it affects somebody. That's the problem
today. But we did play
today we were in a rush. Like everybody agrees. Even Uncle Albert was saying it. We were in a rush. It felt like we trying to score a goal so many if people, the PTSD that you were talking about, it was in full effect today.
Salah
you know,
Salah
actually,
hit the post.
you know,
Salah hit the post.
you know what the
Their
rush,
goalkeeper
you know what
made
the,
8
sorry.
saves. Salah hit the post. Their goalkeeper made 8 saves. McAllister should have had a penalty.
No, but by the time Salah hit the post, we were what, 2-2?
Could have been 5-2.
When Salah hit the post, we were 2-2, right?
No, we're 3-2.
No, 3-2. That could have been 5-2 then, that game.
So, yeah, but don't you think that that's us masking a problem? That's what hurt us last season?
Yeah, but it's an away game. It's an away game to a bottom of the table team. Like
exactly, and they didn't even have their best players.
If you look at our bottom of the table team, like stats, like I think we've won like maybe 26 out of like I can't remember how many it is, but it's really not high. It's not a high number. I think it's only like 30% of our games against bottom of the league bottom of the table teams that we've actually beaten.
Do you know, you said we were in a rush, and I totally agree with you. But I think you've misidentified what we're in a rush about. You know what we're in a rush about? It was we have an important match on Wednesday.
But that's the part where Uncle and K-Mac, this is where K-Mac was like, we have 70% of the ball, and I'm saying we didn't have control of the game. When you play slot ball and I say we have control, that means we could have 55% of the ball, and you said, yeah, Liverpool has control of the game because we are not rushing. We're taking our time. Since the difference between this manager and the previous is this guy is surgical, right? He takes his time, have the ball, what do you say? Kill him with the passes. Have the ball, have the ball. But we did not do it today.
You see, you should explain yourself a bit more. Having control of the ball is not the same as having control of the game.
Exactly. No. Listen, you're right, and you're right. Because you could have 77% of the ball, doesn't mean you have control of the ball. Right?
Do you know that when we went to Old Trafford, when we went to Old Trafford,
I'll answer that. Let him finish and answer the question, K-Mac.
You know, when we went to Old Trafford, we had less than 50% of the game.
But the 60% that we had the game, we had the
less than 50%.
That's true. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because and to answer
where were all the one-on-ones? Where were all the magnificent saves from Keller? There wasn't any.
Today he made a good save today.
Yeah, he made one good save.
Was it one? Yeah, he made that was a very hard save to make. That is so hard because it was a snapshot very close by.
And you have to go down to your right.
And you have to go down too. Yeah, that was
part of the problem you are talking about. Look at the sequence. Look at the sequence of the penalty. We were asleep when the penalty was taken.
We should have helped him out.
Yeah, because normally you should have your best.
You should have a man in the middle. You should have a man to win the middle ball.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what Henderson used to do, by the way. That's what Jordan Henderson used to do, by the way.
Attempting to put off anybody who is trying to hit the rebound. And we allowed the guy a free rebound with his left foot for that matter. And so
he almost saved it again. He almost saved it again.
That's how good Keller is.
And this one came back. And to answer your question is exactly what Uncle is saying, right? You could have majority of the ball and do nothing with it. You see what I mean? You could have majority of the ball and do nothing with it. We have majority of the ball, and then one little mistake, they hit us with the counterattack because players were not in their positions. When you look at slot ball that we all love, when we control the ball, we are very surgical. Even if we score 2 goals, we are very surgical. Like look at the Aston Villa game. That's us surgically slicing them left and right. But the rival fans will say, oh, Aston Villa has so many opportunities to win the game. No, they did not. The same thing with the Chelsea game.
And Southampton didn't today.
Bro, they scored 2 goals.
They scored a penalty.
It should have never happened in the first place. That's my point.
One goal. They scored 1 good goal.
The penalty should have never happened. We shot ourselves in the foot.
Quasi, they scored 1 good goal from a counter attack.
If our team do not lose the ball in the middle of the park and we don't shoot ourselves in the foot by having a penalty kick.
I'm not going to be able to convince you. I'm not going to be able to.
No. This has nothing to do with convincing. We are not talking about Robo. I'm talking about as a team.
But Kwasi, they scored a penalty that wasn't a penalty.
How did the penalty?
We all agree it wasn't a penalty.
I agree with you on that one. Yeah. But they called it. And we put ourselves in the foot for them to score it, right? That's what I'm saying. Uncle, am I saying something that we haven't?
A counter attack from our corner.
Both of you are right. I think both of you are right. Both of you are right. What both of you are saying is not mutually exclusive. We are also, you are right. If we had taken Southampton seriously, there's no way Virgil advances that far with the ball. He never does that. So basically, like I said, we were all in a pass-through moment. We all we have an important match on Wednesday. We are just passing through. This is an obligation. This is something we need to do. Let's get it over and done with and go back and prepare for Real Madrid. That's the mentality we went there with. That's why we're nearly surprised. Right?
And you know what the commentator, I don't know if on my side, the commentator was like, it would look really bad on Liverpool if they drop points because this team that we're playing against, their best players are not even on the team. And they are in the bottom part of the league.
But sometimes it really helps you to do that. If Spurs had their two regular centre backs yesterday, they would have gone and played that high line, knowing that Van der Ven and the Argentinian guy, what's his name, Romero, can run, because they knew they had Ben Davies. Yeah, because they knew they had Ben Davies and Dragushin. They dropped the high line 10 meters, and it made all the difference. So sometimes getting shut upon is not the best. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Getting a what?
I was going to talk about him.
Getting shut upon is not the worst thing in the world. Because we, if you recall, let me give you some of our most recent history. Remember the pairing of Nico, what's that guy's name? Williams and what's his name?
Oh God, yeah, he played for us, didn't he?
With Williams and the other guy, Phillips. Nat Phillips and Rhys Williams getting a draw at the Bernabeu.
Hey, those are legends. Respect them, man. They are respected in the streets. Respect them. Respect them.
You mean the San Siro?
Yeah.
No, they went to Bernabeu.
Yeah,
they went to the Bernabeu.
They went to Bernabeu and drew 1-1. You guys, respect them. That's what I'm saying. Put respect in their name.
And you remember that match? If this guy had taken the chance he had in the last 5 minutes, they would actually have won the match. What's his name? Guy that left. Ox. If Ox had taken that chance in the last 5 minutes, he would have won the game. So sometimes it's not that bad. Have you forgotten our legendary match against Barcelona? We played without Salah and Firmino. And we still won.
Yeah. But before we continue, let me big up the man them in the building. Please, thank you so much for being in the building. We appreciate you. This feels like the old days. I got K-Mac in the building. As you can see, he has his channel on there. Please go subscribe and then follow him around. K-Mac, you are in trouble. The court is looking for you. There is a subpoena for your arrest. I'm just telling you, that's what the word on the street is.
Not happening.
And then we got Uncle Albert and is in the house. So people, thank you so much for being in the building. I appreciate this family being around us. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button.
The crazy thing is, are they taking me to court for Robbo?
No, I mean over there, they try to take you to court. That's what I heard. Word on the street is there's a subpoena. There's a subpoena for your arrest. But guys,
not doing anything.
In terms of the game,
Savage. Nothing.
What would I say? Uncle Albert has emphasized strongly how important it was to win this game because of next weekend.
Huge.
And I said I agree 1,000% because you lose or drop points against here, everything you did 11 games ago goes out of the window. Goes straight out of the window. Now you put pressure on you. You got some of you fans who like to listen to these rival fans who talk about, Arsenal's going to come back. Arsenal's going to put a run in. Yeah. It's like Liverpool's going to lose 4 games straight. That's what they say.
This game ended up being more important than the City game.
Exactly.
Because
exactly.
City lost.
You see what I mean? Exactly. And that's why it's important for people to understand why we have to get into the habit of playing our game more often than playing ugly games. Because Uncle Albert said this is worse than the Wolves game. I thought the Wolves game was the worst I've seen Liverpool play.
We were
bad.
No.
No chance.
We were bad.
No chance.
You know what I mean? That one was, oh my God. You know what I mean? But that one, I accepted it. I said, okay, that was the first one that was really, really ugly. You take it and then you run. Away game, very strong. But this game, I understand international break. So I expected us to not play well because of the international break.
I didn't think Virgil would play.
Well, the man just said he was fit. But next week, guys,
he didn't look it.
Yeah, he didn't look fit.
No.
Uncle Albert thinks that some of these players have a tendency of shutting down because they're looking at the game on Wednesday and saying, hey, you know, I don't want to hurt myself. And we're hoping that Trent will be okay. I don't know if he'll be ready by then.
Trent won't play. The coach has said Trent won't play.
He's not playing.
Okay. Jota won't be ready.
And you know what? Let me low key, and this is not shitting on Trent. You all know I love my boy. I don't want Trent to meet Vinicius Jr. again. I don't want.
PTSD.
He will next season in the change
room.
In the dressing room.
Okay, fine. But you know the PTSD thing, bro. I'm living with that nightmare, the Paris nightmare, and I'm living with what happened in the 5-2 nightmare. No.
Did you hear who's back now? Have you heard who's back to Real Madrid?
Let's see somebody else. You never know. Maybe next season you actually be playing with Vinicius. Who knows?
Now, I mean, guys,
Courtois back. They haven't lost a game with Courtois in goal.
Who's back?
Courtois back.
Courtois back. That guy.
And they haven't lost a game with him in goal for it's like 56 games or something.
Didn't they lose recently before?
Not with him.
No, he was on goal when they lost against Barcelona.
It was a crazy start. Hang on.
He was in the goal when they lost against Barca.
Yeah.
4-0. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was in there. Now, guys, let's look at two things, right? City. I know I shouldn't look. I'm looking at the league, people. I'm not jumping over Madrid. Madrid is a whole different competition.
No, Real Madrid haven't lost a match with Courtois in goals since May 2023.
So who was in goal against Barca?
It wasn't him.
So was it Lunin or was it the other kid?
He's been injured since the 22nd of October.
Hey, listen, K-Mac, I don't care who Real Madrid running with on Wednesday. We are smashing them.
We ain't with Nunes up front, mate.
Period.
We are.
Well, Jota is not ready. Well, he's gonna go. He's gonna go post 3. Post 9.
Actually, I rather think that match is more a Nunes match than it will be a Jota match.
No, he's gonna go Diaz. Like Mike said, he's gonna go Diaz and Gakpo on the left.
Yeah.
Nunes will come in towards the end to finish them off.
Yeah.
But who's gonna play as a centre forward?
No, I'd play Diaz.
Diaz, just like we played against Leverkusen.
Play Diaz close to Salah.
That's why he gave Diaz a few
against
minutes
Leverkusen.
To run.
Play those two like that. You'll be fine.
Now, the middle 3 is going to be very important against Madrid. The middle 3 is going to be very, very important. And today I want to give a little. I want to big up.
How good was Endo when he came on?
He almost lost. He lost the ball at a very dangerous place.
How good was he when he came on?
But
brilliant.
Today I want to see what you guys think. Right? I've been asking this question. Are we using Szoboszlai wrong?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because two games he created. They say he created what? 21 chances and scored 1.
Mm.
Yes and no. Mm-hmm. Yes, because the system that we play emphasizes or recognizes that Mo Salah is the ultimate hero, quote unquote, in our team. So notice that in the final third, or say the final quarter, whatever, whenever he has a decision to make, he defers to Mo Salah.
It's annoying.
And it's annoying because today he could have put us ahead within the first 5 minutes.
And then he passed it.
he gives a diagonal to Mo Salah, and Mo Salah didn't even want the ball. If you notice, Mo Salah
he
was
wasn't ready.
Why are you even giving me the ball?
Yeah,
Because
he
you
wasn't
should
ready.
take a pot shot at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is a reserve goalkeeper. This is his first match for almost 2 years. Take a shot at him. Let him prove why he's in the post. And when we put pressure on him, he actually did make mistakes. So, because the goalkeeper was at fault for 2 of the goals we scored. So he should be told that be bolder in the final third of the. But when he goes to Hungary, he is the man in Hungary, right? He's the one with the free will.
But
he roams,
see,
he does whatever he wants.
Is he though? Let me, K-Mark, and I want you to answer that because you also agree that he's not being used. He's not, because they play 2 10s. Yeah. They play 2 10s, so they split the job between him and the other. I forgot his name, right? Salah. And then they have a center forward. So Salah. Yes, yeah. So why is it that we don't use him? It seems like we don't use, because 2 games he created 21 chances.
Look, the thing with Dom as well. Dom scored with his weak foot today, by the way. Just that's how random that was, because he was absolutely ass with his main foot.
He was off balance too.
Yeah, his couple of shots that he had were terrible. I just don't think he's a good 10. I just don't like. I think he'd be suited better as a high 8 that makes breaking runs into the box. I just don't think he's capable as a 10. Like he's not. Look, it's a weird thing, but I actually don't think he's got great confidence right now in himself. Like playing in Liverpool.
When he plays for Liverpool,
when he plays for Liverpool, he just doesn't look confident.
That red is weighing really heavy on him.
Really heavy. I think it's the shirt. I think it's the shirt number.
And then also, have you guys also seen? Maybe it's just me and people in the chat. If you've seen that too, please let me know. Have you realized that he has? Maybe the manager have told him that he needs to slow down a little bit. He's not pressing as aggressive as he used to be in the beginning of the season.
I don't think we are. I don't think we press that aggressively.
Okay, so you think it's the whole team?
Yeah, I think maybe if you bring Jota back in, then we'll probably do that more.
When we play with Nunes, he doesn't press as aggressively as he does when we play with Jota. You see, it's a pity that Jota chooses to get injured every October to December. But Jota gives us a lot of things off the ball.
It's not his fault, by the way.
Sorry,
Albert. It's not actually his fault.
Yeah, this time wasn't his fault.
I know.
It wasn't last time either. He had a man fall on his knee.
But it appears that for the last 3 seasons, every October to December, he gets injured. It's like my hometown festival. Every October he's injured. So I'm just saying this. I mean, we're just trying to have fun. So, guys, don't take me as seriously as
blame Uncle Albert, people.
What he gives us off the ball is something that a lot of people don't see. He's pressing. He's very aggressive when he presses. And then in transition, when we are transitioning from defense to attack, he virtually directs the transition. Even if he's not the one who scores the goal, for example, he's the one who is telling Szoboszlai where to put the ball. Go and look at the goal we scored against Ipswich and the other one against Man United. The one that Salah basically stands the ball up for this guy to score. Just look at the transition. See, somebody, was it Gravenberch, wanted to give him the ball and he says, no, don't give it to me, give it to Salah.
Yeah.
And he tells Salah to stand it up. If you watch him, especially when you go to the ground and you watch him when he's pressing, is a thing of beauty. So it's one of the things we are missing with him.
Yeah, we are.
So that's what I think. Maybe that the whole I feel that Baleba will be a very good player for us because that will allow Szoboszlai not to press and focus on the game. Because a player like that will do all the hard work for you.
I'll tell you something that I've noticed as well, though. It's not a coincidence that Salah seems to be like a magnet for the ball right now. It's because the rest of the team just aren't giving the ball to Nunes anymore now because he just doesn't do anything with it. Like they've already learned the lesson from last year.
Have you realized that
the whole system was created to get Núñez the ball. It's kind of switched the opposite way now. The whole system's created to get Salah the ball. Because if you look at Gakpo, all Gakpo was doing today was looking for that back ball post ball cross to Salah, and every time we were trying the break, we were just going to go right to Salah all the time.
But he did give Diaz a very sweet pass though. That
was a terrible pass.
No, it was Diaz was running way too fast. He should have timed his ball a little bit better. Mate. It was the same goal. They scored the same too.
He was behind the man.
That's the same thing he did with Salah.
Salah would have passed it to Diaz to score.
That pass,
Salah would have passed it in front of him.
What happened is that Howard Bellis put him off with his attempt to clear. He took off his timing. Because Diaz is normally very good with his timing when it comes to those things. But I think the attempt to kick it, we kind of like analyze the game with the benefit of hindsight in our armchairs. And so we kind of like we are not looking at
slow motion also kind of distort the
and we're not looking at it from everything happening in an instant. You have an instant to make a judgment on what you want to do and then all that. So
but before we get out here, came back real quick.
No, 2 seconds. Let me compare two crosses. Two crosses. Look at the cross that the Tottenham player did for Johnson to score. Who was it? The German guy.
Oh yeah.
That
was beautiful.
Timo Werner. Look at that
Timo Werner, yeah.
And then look at the cross today from Núñez to Diaz.
No. I agree. I mean, you make a good, valid point there, but we're not gonna be fufu like Uncle Alberto say.
No,
but
Quasi, this is the thing that I'm trying to say.
No, I don't disagree. I'm just saying
players are going to let us down this season.
I don't disagree with everything.
It's going to be Núñez and it's going to be Robinson.
But there's the thing that
it just is. And if you look at that ball, that could have been a tap-in for Diaz.
Well, then Diaz, you time your run.
All important winning goal.
Diaz, time your run
because he didn't pass it right.
No, that's what happened if the Diaz also time his self right.
I think it was Howard Bellis who put it.
Yeah, the defense. You have to give the defense a lot of credit because that was a dangerous ball. It was a but enough with Núñez. We need to give love to people who did something good today. As you guys can see, honestly put a very good stat. Salah has scored 100 goals away, just away. You see what I'm saying? But K-Mac, you said something earlier. You wanted to give love to somebody. I thought maybe I was blind. That pass, that Salah first goal. Who gave the pass? Was it Gravenberch or was it the goalie?
Gravenberch. It was Gravenberch.
Oh, that was so sexy. That was so sexy.
I thought it was a Canate at one stage because it was from so deep. But it was Gravenberch.
I didn't see. All I saw was whoever kicked it. It was between Konate, Gravenberch, and the goalkeeper.
I actually sent him a message on Twitter today.
That pass was sumptuous.
Yeah, I sent a message to him on Twitter.
That pass was sumptuous because
that pass was something else.
And it wasn't just the pass. You see, this is the part where people need to understand. When I say you have to look at both sides of the game, Salah also put in his. Well, the pass was so great. Salah just needed to stick his foot there.
I was about to tell you that
it was the run as well to keep himself on side.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's why I say you have to look at it both sides because it's not just the pass. Because if it was any other player, they will let it go and then try to
tell you that there was still a lot of work to do.
That's what I was going to say.
As simple as we thought it was.
That's what I'm saying. Because any other striker or any other winger would have probably let the ball roll so that they attack it, right? So they could go one-on-one with the goalkeeper or whoever's coming in. But Salah, being who he is, just saw the goalkeeper off his mark and just touched it, and then it was goal. It didn't matter what the other three center backs did. But that sequence.
Not only that though, Quasi, like even the shot, like he had to put enough power on the shot to make sure that the defender covering couldn't clear it off the line.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. The pass, whoever you guys say Gravenberch, I think it was the goalie. Somebody says the Konate, right? Gravenberch, right? The pass the pass was such a great pass that the person who was receiving it could have messed it up. That's why I'm also giving Salah a lot of credit because the pass was so good, somebody would have messed it up.
Nunes would have messed it up.
I never said that. I never said that, by the way.
I don't, like I said.
I never said that.
Like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's Nunes. There's only right now in the world of football, the people who are playing right now, there's maybe 3 or 4 players who could have done something like that.
I think there's only 2 players in the Liverpool team that would have scored that. One of them was Salah, and the other one was Jota. I don't think any other player for Liverpool could have scored that goal.
I'm even stretching it. I'm even thinking.
No, I think Jota would have.
I think Jota would have probably done a two touch. He would have stopped it, and then
I think he would have scored though.
He would have stopped it and then tried to pass it.
Maybe, yeah.
But Salah, it was so good. The commentator who was on the Manchester United and Ipswich
game, it to be offside. Everybody wanted it to be offside. You could hear the commentator.
No, you know what he said? He said it was a bad touch. That's why the commentator in the Man U.
Why wouldn't he say that?
The hate on Salah is just bizarre.
You know what I mean? He said it was a bad, and then I muted. After that, I muted the game. I watched the game. Muted.
You know, I've just stopped short of calling it racism, but I'm getting there.
It is.
I'm getting there.
No, it is. It is. It just they don't want to. It is that okay? I'm gonna be honest, right? And this is the part where I always go against, say, Salah. When people say he's the greatest African player, that's when I'm like, hey, slow your roll. But what Salah is doing right now, if you don't give him credit, I'm sorry, you are either blind, hater, or every other word that comes to you. It's as simple as that.
Kwesi, statistically, the greatest African player is George Weah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I always debate. Because
he's the
but guess what, Uncle Albert, check this out.
For a black man from Africa to be recognized exactly 20 years ago as, no, is it 20 or 30?
30.
30 years ago as the best player in the world speaks volumes.
Yeah. Okay. But guess what, Uncle Albert?
Let's not even talk about
but check this out.
He scored the best goal I've ever seen in my life as well, George.
Exactly.
Remember that one?
From
his own penalty area.
From his own penalty box all the way to the,
A mark of his greatness is not just his football. Let's not forget he's gone and become the president of his country.
Yeah, that's quite crazy.
Office, he won elections, left office without doing the typical African thing of not wanting to stay, even though he had lost the election. He left his country in peace. That's not common.
Honestly,
that's the greatest thing about George Weah. It's not even his football.
Yeah.
He's just a great man. He's just a great man.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Salah last game. So Salah against Southampton, 2 goals. Aston Villa, a goal and an assist. Leverkusen, 2 assists. Brighton, a goal. Arsenal, a goal. Leipzig, an assist. Chelsea, a goal and an assist. And then he scored against Mauritania in the internationals. Bologna, a goal and an assist. Wolves, a goal. West Ham, a goal. Bournemouth, an assist. Botswana,
the man has scored 246 goals in 8 seasons.
He's going to catch up to Henry. He's going to catch up to Henry.
Man United, 2 assists and a goal. Brentford, a goal. Ipswich, a goal and an assist. Like, that's his season.
Yeah. And you know what? I was going to say this earlier, but Uncle Albert didn't give me the time to say it. And Ali, I'm glad that you said this. If Salah wins the Ballon d'Or, he's jumping over a lot of players in Africa. He is jumping, and then yes, he could be considered the greatest African player ever. Even because look at it this way, right? Real quick, Uncle. Even in Egypt, he is probably he's not even the best player to come out of Egypt. Egyptians will tell you that. They get
it's the goalkeeper,
the goalkeeper, and then there's Mido, and there's other 2-3 guys in front.
Not Mido. His name is Abu Trika.
No, not the goalkeeper, the player. There's
Mohamed Abu Trika.
The player? The striker?
Yes, Abu Trika.
Okay.
Yes. Abu Trika, yeah.
So if Mo Salah wins the Ballon d'Or, say next season, I think he jumps over Eto'o. He jumps over Yaya. Not even Yaya. Who's that guy? Roger Miller. He jumps over a lot of African greats who have been cementing there, and he and will be looking at each other, be like, "What's up?" Because guess what? As much as won the Ballon d'Or, won Champions League, and all that, have probably the greatest club goal of all time, he never won the African Cup.
I've got one spanner to throw in the works, and you're not going to like it. And the spanner is Lewandowski. If Lewandowski has the season he's having now, and they win their league, and they potentially win the Champions League because they're still in it, I think Lewandowski wins it because
if Lewandowski beats Salah,
because he should have won it already.
True, I agree.
I just think it's the whole Spanish thing. Like,
let me also say that Mohamed Salah should also have won it already. The year he came second, he should have won it.
So should have Virgil van Dijk. But
there's three Liverpool players who got played. There's Salah, Virgil, and Mane.
Yeah,
Mane, yeah.
There's three Liverpool players who have won the Ballon d'Or and they got played.
Yeah,
and they purposely put all of them. And you know what they did?
In English league, mate. Because playing in English league.
It's not even that. You know what they did? They purposely put Salah and Mane with Virgil, and then they all took points away from each other.
The only reason Rodri won it, by the way, is because of Spain. Because he plays for Spain. If Rodri didn't play for Spain, Rodri wouldn't win it. Like, he just wouldn't. I'm sorry. Like, it stays in Spain. It's a weird thing.
But K-Mac, let's just accept that Rodri won that thing. And
God, no! Rodri deserved it the year before as well, if you ask me. Like,
he's the best footballer.
The treble,
he is so good. He is so good that I actually want to see him playing, even though I know him not playing is the reason why Liverpool might win the league. He is so good. I like to see him playing. I absolutely love that guy. I love to see him.
But check this out, though.
He's off to Real Madrid, mate. I'm telling you.
K-Mac, honesty got you there, man. If Kane, the amount of goals Kane is scoring in Germany right now, if he wins Bundesliga and UCL, he's also in play.
Okay, guys. Let's give it a back.
I don't think he'd win it.
Let's give it a back here. Bayern Munich team cannot win the Champions League. Barcelona won't win the Champions League.
I think whoever wins the Champions League will win the Ballon d'Or.
Let me tell you who will have a say in the Champions League regardless. You'll be Real Madrid. You still need to get past Real Madrid somewhere along the line.
Good question. Who won the Ballon d'Or that year that City won the treble?
Was it Messi?
It was Messi. It was Messi's last one. It was Messi.
Is that?
Yeah, that was very useless. And he won. Well, he won the World Cup. He won the World Cup. So
I don't know if you guys remember, but the biggest robbery in the Ballon d'Or was what they did to Wesley Sneijder and Iniesta.
Iniesta, yep, and Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
That was dirty.
That was Lewandowski too. But I believe
I have this thing.
Did you see how many goals he scored that season?
I have this thing that the Ballon d'Or you should only be allowed to win it only once.
Yeah,
I think if you win it once, you shouldn't be allowed to win it again because so many people have been cheated by Ronaldo and Messi.
Messi, yep.
I think two of the 8 seasons that Messi has won it, I think he only deserves 2.
I will give it to only people who win Champions League or win World Cups.
He was truly the best
I've got to
player.
go, guys. All right, man. I'll catch
Thank you so much, K-Mike. I appreciate it. Hey, when are you on next?
I don't know. I'll do one soon. All right. I'll hit you up as well. I haven't had you on for a while. All right.
All right. Big up. Good to see you, brother.
Cheers, later.
8
points clear.
8 points clear. Yep. 8 points clear, people.
11 next weekend, bro.
Let's have a look what Opta stats say now.
Oh, K-Mike, before you leave, real quick.
Yeah.
With the game that happened yesterday, forget about Real Madrid because that's a different competition. Let's stick with the league. Looking at the game against City, I don't care who plays or who not. What are you like, jumping, say, 7 days from now? What is your prognostic about the game?
Look, at the end of the day, I take a draw. I take a draw because Manchester City is Manchester City. Like you know, if they drop Walker, I think it'll be a different game because I think he's been really weak for them. And City always turn up no matter what for us. So, you know, at the end of the day, everyone's going to think that we're going to go and batter these. But it's been the case before when we've been playing incredible football and they've not been great, and they've still given us a game. So I'm fine with the draw because a draw is still a point. Like, you know, I'd be more worried about Arsenal right now.
I'm not, and that's the thing. I'm not worried about it. Even today, I was frustrated, but I wasn't worried that we were going to lose the game. I was just like, what are we doing? Right? I was very, very frustrated. I was like, come on. I know it's an international break, but come on, people, do better.
I said 3 goals on Husam's channel, but I didn't think it'd be 3-2.
When we were down 2-1, I said at the 77th minute, we're going to win the game. And we were 2-2 at that time. So
it should have been more. We should have scored more. Like,
we should have scored more. It's just
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we should beat Man City at home. We should beat Man City.
We should beat them. I'm not going. That's not the game that I'm worried about. You know, the game I'm more worried about is Newcastle.
Newcastle away, and then we've also got Tottenham as well. By the way,
Tottenham. Newcastle is the
game with Tottenham.
Newcastle.
They beat Man City at their ground.
Incidentally, we do very well at St. James.
Yeah,
we do.
We haven't lost at St. James.
Nunez would be a good player to play in that game.
We haven't lost at St. James since 2004.
I'm out of here, guys. See you later.
Big up. Big up to the man, Baz. He's in the building. Good to see you, Baz.
For 21 years, we haven't lost at St. James. We are not going to lose there.
I hope not.
We have to beat Man City. You see, psychologically,
we need to break him.
We need to break that jinx of not being able to beat Man City. We have to beat them. If we beat them, our confidence rolling into St. James is sky high.
Yeah, I agree.
As for Spurs, I don't worry about them because if they do that, their highline shit against us, that match will end very early. It will end very, very early. So I'm confident that we beat Spurs. But I want us to beat Man City. We have to beat Man City. We absolutely have to beat them. I will take 1-0. I'll take a dirty win. And the reason why we have to beat them is that both Kovacic and Rodri are not playing.
Yeah, if you they're going to struggle this game. I mean,
if you can't beat them when those two are not playing, when are you going to beat them? When?
That's the thing. What's the name? Honestly, is asking question. If we beat Madrid and we are already through, when do we play again in the UCL?
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah, because there's no break in the Champions League. It continues.
We are going to Girona. We are going to Girona.
We go to Girona, and then I think the last game, 2 more games, right? There's 3 games left after Madrid. No, there's 3 games left. So Madrid, Girona, and then I think there's 2 away games. But yeah, we need to beat City. I'm not worried about City.
We have Lille as well.
Oh, Lille, yeah. Lille coming to Liverpool, or are we going there?
They are coming to Liverpool.
Okay. He said, no, I mean, when is the next round? Oh, there's round 16 is in February. Yeah, it's I think there's a playoffs in January, and then the round 16.
Round 16 is in February.
In February, yeah. Because they have to play the knockout the playoffs games.
You know that the new format of the Champions League is shaping up to look pretty good, you know.
Man, there's some big boys in those groups.
Yeah. And you can't take you see the beautiful thing is you can't take anybody for granted.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't.
Nope. Yeah. But when it comes to to finish this off, people, I think the front three, they were I think Diaz coming in changed a lot. It helped us a lot. We had more control of the ball. We passed the ball a little bit better when Diaz and McAllister came in because they are ball controllers, press resistant. So we calmed down a little bit more. I understand what K-Mac is saying. We had 70-something% of the ball, but you have 70% of the ball, but you didn't do anything. You had 26 shots. 26 shots. It remind me of when we played Manchester United and we had like 30-something shots and none of them went in. You remember last year?
We rightly identified, having the ball and controlling the game are 2 different things.
They're 2 different things.
Right?
Yeah.
If you remember against Man City, the day we beat them 1-0 at Anfield,
Yeah. They have more of the ball, right?
They had the ball. We controlled the game.
We controlled the game,
because
exactly.
We all knew what was going to happen. Because the 4-4-2 switch we did on them, Klopp did on them, this guy was not able to respond to it. And we knew what was, you could see it was about to happen.
Exactly. And that's the part where, Uncle Albert, you are a wise man. That's the part where you have to be careful when it comes to stats. Stats gives you factual numbers. True. Yes, you got 1,000%. But it does not give the whole story. There are teams who Mourinho teams will have less of the ball, but still controls the game and win 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, maybe. That's why he went 17 goals for a whole season and won the league. So it has to be careful. So can we play Madrid again in round 16? I think we can only play Madrid towards the semifinals or the finals, because you don't play the team that is in your group right away. I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
Go back and watch the Champions League final that he won when he was with Inter. They hardly had the ball. He
barely have the ball, but they controlled every single game that they played. They managed the game very, very well. And that's why when I say control the ball means managing the game, because a lot of times, like today, we didn't manage the game. Maybe I should use the word manage. We didn't manage the game properly. That's why they were getting some chances, but
I was astounded when I found out that Manchester United had more of the ball that we did at Old Trafford. But is there anybody who is in any doubt that we were in absolute control of the game? We were in so much control of the game that at a point in time we took our foot off the gas.
Exactly.
And the gaffer was complaining.
Exactly.
At a point in time, the guys just basically declared and decided that.
Thank you. The other game too, against Chelsea. Against Chelsea, we were so control of the game. They didn't even know. People only care about, Chelsea did. I'm like, Chelsea did not do anything. Chelsea did not do it. They scored one perfect goal, and that was it.
And then against Arsenal as well.
Towards the end.
Remember that you knew the
goal was coming.
Equalizer was coming. You knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming. Yep.
Yeah.
So we meet, a little game up, a little stuff about what we watched yesterday, because I didn't watch the City game live. I got the score line later. I had a chance to go watch the Kyle Berkeley versus Stanford football game. I was in the stadium, so I was getting the feedback from friends texting me, "Hey, have you seen what's going on?" I'm like, so when I came home, I watched the game. Spurs played a very, very methodical and surgical game on City. City was panicking. I've never seen the City fans panicking like that. The one thing that changed that we need to be careful though, when KDB came into the game, he was almost taking control of the game again. He was making a few passes. He was very dangerous. He was very, very dangerous, but the game was gone by the time he came in.
We absolutely have to work out a strategy to keep him quiet.
Yes.
And that is the reason why McAllister must play that match. Man City, McAllister will be the key. He must play that match.
No, I think it's going to be Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberch. I think that's the midfield three that we're going.
Yep.
I think Jones is going to play. It's going to be Jones, McAllister, and Gravenberch for Madrid. And then Szoboszlai will come in. I think Endo will also come in. But again, City is going to be McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch.
I wouldn't make that mistake of keeping Szoboszlai out of that game, because it will be a mistake.
Yeah.
It will be a mistake.
Yeah. Honesty is asking, who's your dark horse to win the Champions League? I think people are sleeping on Inter.
They will always be there or thereabouts in the end. You know that.
Inter is a very, very big tournament football right now.
Just put Inter in the semi-final.
Yeah, Inter is a very, very sneaky. They're very, very sneaky.
They know how to conduct themselves in this. You see, one of the things people don't respect these days is the Catenaccio game. Inter play that Catenaccio to a T. They win 1-0. They win 1-0.
They made
win
Arsenal
2-1.
half and puff.
Yeah, they win 1-0. They win 2-1. They win 1-0, 2-1. And you know, but they have some really good players in their team.
Yep.
DeMarco, Bastoni,
Yep.
What's the name of that guy?
Yeah, midfield, their defense is
Their midfield is astounding.
is astounding. Like they are a problem. They are a problem.
Their midfield is just astounding. This guy. And you see, the good thing about Inter is that they can play 3 at the back comfortably.
Yep.
And then they can switch and play 4 when they need to play. And they do it in game.
Yep.
So you have to be very tactical to be able to deal with them. Because the Champions League that Man City won, but for the wastefulness and the profligacy of that Belgian guy with the bald head, what's his name? Lukaku, they would have won it.
Yeah.
I mean, if Lukaku wasn't as profligate as he was, they would have won it. So don't sleep on them. They will be there.
I mean, Lukaku. Yeah, Inter is a very, very. They worry me because their defense and their midfield they are solid. They play just tournament football. You know, 1-0, 2-1, 2-0. That's it. They don't go for go. They just look what they did to Arsenal. They made Arsenal look like they were going to do something, but nothing happened. You know, Arsenal couldn't break him. City could not break him either. Yeah, they're very physical.
Çalhanoğlu. Why have I forgotten the Italian midfielder, who I say is the best midfielder in the world?
Oh, the one that people want to have at Liverpool.
Yeah.
No, Bastoni?
No, not Bastoni is a centre back. The central midfielder of Inter. Guys, come on, help us out in the chat.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I know Liverpool fans wanted him. Yeah, Barella.
What a player.
Yeah, Barella. Yeah, he's solid. He's the player that I think Baleba is going to end up being like.
Baleba,
but with a little bit more offensive threat.
I think Baleba, well, it will come.
Yeah, he's still young. That's what I'm saying. If only he can stay at Brighton.
He should learn how to discipline himself because his discipline is an issue.
If Valverde is the best, okay. Valverde is, you know, I mean, the guy got trophies. He got trophies on the wall, so you can't go against Valverde.
I mean, look, but Valverde is Valverde.
Yeah,
you can't quibble with his authenticity, right? With his authenticity, but I still give Barella. You see, like Kwesi said before, you can't think of a player, how good a player is simply in terms of trophies. Yes, you can say, yes, trophies, yes, but I'm going to give you guys just like a wild example, right? This guy who used to play for Southampton, who stayed at Southampton his whole career. Matthew, what's his name?
Oh, the defender.
No, he's the midfielder. Oh, what's come on? Matthew, he has a French name, but he comes from Isle of Wight. Played for Southampton his whole career. Refused to move to Liverpool, refused to move to Manchester United. He never moved. Everybody tried everything, he never moved.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees that he's one of the most talented footballers the Premier League has ever seen. But because of a lack of ambition and because he didn't move to Manchester United, Sir Alex did everything, he didn't come. Liverpool did everything, he didn't go. Chelsea did everything, he didn't go. He simply wanted to live on the Isle of Wight and go and play in Southampton and take the ferry back. That's what he wanted. Maybe he was a modern day Zubimendi of that time. But he was so good. Oh, what is it? Matthew did something.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, come on, guys. Create.
Oh, Matt Letitia. Yeah.
Matt Letitia was one of the most brilliant footballers of his time. But because he lacked ambition, but you can't say he wasn't a good player.
Yeah.
I think Barella shades it. But because of the style that Inter plays, you probably, because Inter doesn't the style they play doesn't allow for expressive football.
And you know what, Uncle?
Okay. Yeah.
As much as this coach, I think he's kind of going down the sunset. Simone, if Simone finds himself into Inter, that is he become the old Simone again, because he has those players. That's Simone type of players.
That was his team.
Yeah, that's a Simone type of players. Yeah,
Simone was an Inter player. You see, if even with Valverde, like you are saying in the chat, you say Valverde is the best midfielder. If Valverde is playing for Liverpool, he's a completely different player. Right? If Valverde is playing for Liverpool, basically Liverpool plays around him. But in Real Madrid, they even sometimes go and play him as a fullback. That's complete disrespect, because there are a lot of pythons in that hole in Real Madrid, right? A lot of good players. So they kind of like won't play around him. I agree with you. He's the best midfielder in that team.
Yeah.
If he's not the best midfielder in the world, he's the best midfielder in that team, because he can play across the midfield, but they don't play around him. If that guy was playing for Liverpool or playing for what do you call it? Or he was playing for Manchester United or playing for actually Man City. Let me go with Man City. The way Man City play, a combination of Valverde and De Bruyne, nobody will be able to beat them.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Nobody will be able to beat them.
That'd be scary.
Right?
Yeah, that 1,000%.
Add Bernardo Silva to it, and that's it. Forget. So
I'm kind of feeling that Bernardo Silva is getting stale at Man City. He's getting boring. His antics is not working anymore.
The problem at Man City is that their players are all getting old.
Yeah, and I was going to say something like that.
Yeah, the average age of their average age is almost 30 years old.
Yeah, I think Pep,
it will become a problem.
I think Pep did the same mistake Klopp did. It's not people thinking that, oh, he didn't renew this summer. No, he hasn't renewed for a long time. All his players are getting old. Yes, they're winning, and maybe that's why he hasn't renewed. But I agree 1,000%. You can't just bring one player. We can't just bring one player every season and think he's gonna like. Man, watching the game yesterday, what's the name? How the hell did Werner burn Walker like that? And Walker literally let him go first, and then he got burned. Werner burned him.
Werner is a very fast player.
But Walker, it wasn't even just Werner was fast. It's just Walker's mentality was slow in reacting. He took off before Walker took off.
Once again, it is the Robo analogy, right? I know you don't want me to say it, but let me just say it. Kyle Walker has been playing badly for a long time.
Yeah.
He did the Euro final. He was responsible for both goals. Look at the way our kid from Ghana went past him to set up the second goal. The first goal. Sorry, he just went past him.
Yeah.
He has been asked for a long time, but the guy is playing on fumes. Right?
Yeah.
Walker has been asked for a long time. When Spurs beat them again in the EFL, he was responsible for the goals they scored. So once again, the player, like an old prize fighter, he gets old overnight. When a young person appears in the ring and shows him up. But then if you have been watching him over the last few fights, you would have seen that he ain't what he used to be.
Yeah.
Right? So Man City's decline not only is the age of the team, but somehow or the other, our good friend Pep has been very cocky. He should never have let Julian Alvarez go.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. That's why I said all these mistakes. Same thing Klopp did, right? You let him some good players go and he never replaces them.
And
let's get out of here real quick. But Honesty was saying Jude is not the same. You're right. I don't know what's going on in Madrid, but something ain't right. And I think Mbappe coming in has something to do with it.
Exactly. I was just going to go.
Yeah, he's taking his runs away from him. Vinicius is kind of having a penis size context with Mbappe, even though he doesn't show it, but you could tell he's a winger. Not try to score, give the ball to your striker to score. But
what has simply happened is that last season they were playing a 4-4-2, right? And it was more like a 4-2-2-2 with what's his face?
Vinicius
Jude.
and
Jude playing like how, I don't know, honestly, I don't know how old you are, but if you remember David Platt, Jude was playing how David Platt used to play. Basically, he's just behind the two strikers.
Right.
So everything falls to him. Right? Everything falls to him. And it's more like what Gerrard used to do.
Yeah.
Remember? Everything like fell to him. So when Mbappe comes in, they switch to a 4-3-3. They are playing with a single holding midfielder, and you, Jude, now has to be behind one of the front three. Since you can't play as a central midfielder, you are playing behind Vinicius because Valverde is on the other side.
Yeah.
So clearly, your goal contributions are going to reduce because those balls that should fall to you will fall to Mbappe.
Right.
I mean, it's just logical. And you and I both know, like we are talking about the big size contest in Real Madrid. And that is what took the Galacticos down. It will take this lot down as well. When you have too many pythons in a hole, they end up strangulating
each other. Yeah.
Yeah. So
question, he said, do you guys think City is suffering from fatigue like us after going? Yep, I think that's what they are.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why I was telling you, NST.
Yes.
Pep did not refresh the team. He only refreshed one player.
And then another thing, honestly, is that allowing this guy to come back was also a mistake. Allowing Gundogan to come back.
He's also lacking. The speed the game is too fast for him right now.
He's gone. He's completely gone. You see, he's gone to Barca, and he's gone.
The game is slower.
He's gone and tuned himself to the pace at which they play. He's training at the pace at which they play. Now he's come back. The pace is eating him up.
Yep. Yeah, man. So next week, like I said, Liverpool has no excuse to drop points. I'm sorry. I don't care what people say. Yeah, City is Pep. But I'm sorry, Liverpool do not have an excuse to drop points. However, we get that 3 points, we have to get it. If Liverpool play like we play today and get 3 points against City, trust me, I'm jumping for joy. But today's game, we
will not play like this.
Yeah. No, I'm saying if we play like this and win,
they will not be taking any chances. They will be afraid, so they will play better.
True. That's Liverpool. That's why I like us when we play better teams. When we play better teams, we are always focused. It's always these teams.
If you remember when Leverkusen came, right, we were afraid. So we played better.
Yeah. And that's the first time I've seen us go to gear 3.
Yeah. Leverkusen came, they rolled up with their Florian Wirtz. And if any of you remember Florian Wirtz having a useful shot on goal, raise your hand. I don't even think he touched the ball more than twice or thrice. He was completely taken out of the game because nobody was taking any chances with him. Same thing. You will see us play a different game against Man City. Different game. You see our boys rise up to levels. You're like, whoa. Last season, when we played them, at the Etihad, we were denied victory. Remember? At the Etihad, we were denied victory. At Anfield, we were denied victory. You remember that late chance that Luis Diaz put the ball in the net, or just put it on target, forced the goalkeeper to make the save. He just blazed it over. If you remember, he had been put through by Jones. Go and score.
He had like 2-3 chances that he should have scored and he missed it.
Exactly. So I think that it's a completely different ball of wax.
Yeah.
So let's be hopeful. We'll be
people want to talk about Amorim first game. He played his. Man!
You said you were close. I was like, we can close without talking about Amorim.
He made it so easy. He made it so easy for Ipswich. Maybe when he
If
get his
that
players,
fool,
he'll get. But that's if he play like this against good teams. Oh my God.
yo, guess what?
Oh my God.
He is playing as the return leg at Anfield on January 5th.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
If he
It's gonna
brings
be
that
beautiful.
3-4-3 thing there,
Oh my God.
the 7
Oh
nil
my
on
God.
day,
Diaz and Salah will tear their center backs apart.
Jesus, you
Oh
are
my God.
posting up. Listen, man, you are posting up Diaz, Jota, and Salah without a covering defender. I want to watch that game.
No, you know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm not even doing Jota. I'm putting Diaz on the left, and I'll purposely put Gakpo through the middle for the speed, right? Because I want Diaz to split, to the right center back. Oh, actually, no, I'll flip it. Diaz in the middle.
At the center. You're putting Diaz as a center forward and
Yeah.
Gakpo on the left.
Yeah. And I put, oh man, I want to see that. I want to see that. If against our 4-2-3-1, I want to see that.
You are posting up the 3 defenders, one of them, Johnny Evans, against Salah, without a covering defender.
Man.
Oh
No, it's today. Ipswich was very, very. Oh man, they were so like it almost reminded me of Brendan Rodgers.
But they should have won
Swansea. They wasted too many chances. They were playing too much. That's what I don't like about this.
Give Onana credit.
No, he saved those 2 chances. Great chances that he saves.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I was really clapping for him. I was like, yeah, that's a very good save. But today, Ipswich played very, very well. And this guy, what's his name? Amorim came in with that. This guy, I think he likes to play for the cameras, man. He likes to play for the cameras. Like, I think the whole time he sits on the bench, he's like, yeah, the camera is looking at me. So,
my brother, this is the Prem, right? Come and play that kind of game, right? And you will embarrass yourself.
Like Baz said, I agree with Baz 100%. He said, "Come, I'm not worried one bit about United or their new manager. It will be the same." Man, it was so. I mean, the goal that they scored, it was just a mistake of Ipswich not taking care of Ahmadiyya, right? And they let him run behind. But afterwards, Ipswich didn't panic. They took control of the ball. They managed the game much better than Man U did, and they should have scored 3 goals, and 2 of them were super save from Onana.
Kwesi, Man United have Everton, Arsenal, and Nottingham Forest in a space of 6 days. December 1st to December
they might only beat the only team they might beat is Everton. Other than that, the rest of them is big.
Guess what? They have Man City on December 15th.
Oh.
They have Tottenham on December 19th.
Ooh.
They have Bournemouth on December 22nd. They have Newcastle on December 30th.
Yeah.
And then they have Liverpool on January 5th. If they
take 3-4-3, you might be right.
If they take that 3-4-3 shit there, he will disappear even before Ten Hag did. Take it from me. Because what I saw today, I was horrified.
Man, I was like, what is this? I need to maybe take the name Hollywood from Ends and give it to Amorim. Amorim.
If you came from Mars and you had heard about a great team called Man United, you would have thought Ipswich were Man United.
Man, Ipswich played very well. They were composed for a team that just came out from relegation. They were composed. I thought that maybe in the final third they were just a little rash, but they pinned Manchester United at halftime. It was 50%, 50-50.
But the stops that Onana made were incredible stops.
They were incredible. They were very, very incredible. Yeah, that was super saves, man.
Today was his best match.
I've seen him since he came to Man U.
Yeah. Today was his best match. Because if he doesn't save those chances,
they would have lost 4-1. They would have lost 4-1. Yeah. They would have lost 4-1.
Manchester United need a complete change of personnel. It's the only thing that will help them. Listen, unfortunately for them, I don't even want to talk about Mason Mount. Casemiro is not good enough anymore.
Man,
Johnny Evans is not good enough.
their
Because
midfield was
Evans can only
sliced.
play one half. Johnny Evans can only play one half. Maguire is not good enough. Ericsson is not good enough. What's his name? Rashford is not good enough. I could go on and on and on and on. So they are just
and they're not going to replace all of them at once. And then you're replacing them, and you have to gel the new players together. It's not an easy job, man. That's why I was on what man them was saying. Shameless blog. I was telling people he should have told them, no, I'm coming in the summer, so that you prepare. That's what he said.
That I'm coming in the summer. I need a preseason to tune these players to my system. You've come in within a few days. Look at how they played. I mean, look at the schedule I've given.
He literally the thing is, maybe he would turn it good, but right now the way he came, he has this arrogance. Like I don't like the way he was acting. I'm like, bro, this is the EPL, man. It's like he was just playing for the cameras. I mean, he's saying all the right things. My new fans are goo gaga against what he said. And I'm like, but you guys was against a girl took a lot of shit because he said exactly the same thing that my new fans are saying now. But they were like, oh, no, you can't say that. You have to have chest and you have to say Arteta is going to win. But then when it comes to this guy, they'll be like, no, we need to calm down. We have faith. Bro, today I was watching the game and I'm like,
Legacy, I'm with you, man. But it's man you, man. Let's just shit on them a little bit.
Bro, I was watching it and I'm like, I don't think this guy knows what kind of league this is. Maybe somebody needs to tell him quicker than, but Amarin said if he didn't accept now, United would have gone for another man. And guess what? That manager would have failed. What Man U should have done was let Ruud finish the season. Let Ruud finish the season. Even if you fall off Europe, it's good for you because guess what? The new manager just have to focus on the league.
Kwesi, I would have said appoint Ruud.
Yeah. Let Ruud finish the season. And if he does well, maybe you give it to him. If not, Amorim come in.
Let Ruud take the team. Well, right now there's a vacancy at Leicester. Maybe you go there.
Yeah, I think people are talking that David Moyes might be the
Moyes
guy.
Is too old, man.
They are dumb people who can save people, right? That's what they say. But yeah, Amorim, I'm glad he wasn't a Liverpool manager, and maybe one day I would eat my words. But I'm sorry, he doesn't. I think he's more of a vogue manager. Like he plays too much for the camera to me. Like they scored the goal. Yeah, I don't want you to sell it. But one thing that I like though, what he did. I'm gonna be honest. When Onana made that save, he clapped. So that means he appreciates hard work rather than the goal that
if
Rashford
that guy
scored.
rolls up to Anfield with this strategy, dude, he will need a barrel to take his goals home.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, honesty. Yeah, it was very disrespectful. You let Ruud leave his full-time job to become an assistant to somebody, and then you fire that somebody and then you bring somebody else in. The least you could have done was, hey, let Ruud finish the season, and then we see.
Or even if you have Amorim in there. Tell the man that we have employed him. You work with him. You're going to work with him. You can't find a way of working with him. Why? These guys, like you said, it's just a penal size contest, right? Dick size contest. Everybody wants to show how big their dicks are. That's what they're doing there. Is there any law which says that Ruud cannot work with Amorim?
But this is the thing. Amorim. I'm sorry. Amorim is. I'm sorry. His vibe is wrong. To me, it seems like
on TalkSport today that nobody should worry about what Amorim is saying. We've heard 6 coaches say the same thing.
The same thing.
We have six replica speeches. Didn't get anywhere. None of them are going to get anywhere.
Maybe my new fans will take this in the years to come and make me eat my own words. But I'm sorry, I was not impressed. I didn't see any pattern of plays. There's nothing he did that I'll be like, okay, I see where you're gonna go with this. The only thing that I see is you play 3 at the back. You play 3-4-3. So the game just went on as it's supposed to be. You did not show me anything. And one thing, when Slot came in, even it was preseason, you could tell, like, okay, I see where this guy is going. Everybody, even the rival fans were like, oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Can anybody tell me, beside playing 3-4-3, that's something that Man U hasn't played ever that I watched them? Can you tell me that, was it different from any 3-4-3 that we all seen? It's the same thing. Somebody is in the wing back, always stretching the field, and then you trying to cross the ball from one side to another, or if you get a counter attack, you lob the ball all the way, like they scored the first goal. Other than that, bro, what was it? It will show me that they played the 3-4-3 better than Man United did.
You see, everybody thinks, and the media, everybody, the Man United fans, they somehow think that for want of no, I don't want to use a political lexicon, but basically making Man United great again.
Yeah.
But football doesn't work that way. In some time past, Preston North End was the biggest team in the English Premier League.
Yeah.
Are they still the biggest team? There was a time past when all the back line of the English national team were playing from Fulham. Is that the case? The captain of England that won the World Cup was a West Ham player. Is this still the case? No. So Man United, nobody owes Man United greatness. You've been shit for the last 12, 13 years, right? Teams have moved on.
They still think that we are in the Ferguson years. That's why I keep telling people they are stuck in the time loop. They are stuck in the time loop. They have the best advice for everybody, but they can't figure their own shit.
You see, when Manchester United since 1968, 69, 70, they hadn't done anything until Ferguson came. So when you leave that vacuum, the vacuum will be filled. Who expected Brighton? Brighton was a second division team. Second, I didn't say championship. They were a second division team 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Look how far they've come. If they qualify for Champions League, will anybody be surprised?
Nope.
No. How low did in 1981-82, the best team in the Premiership apart from Liverpool was Aston Villa. For almost a quarter of a century, Aston Villa didn't come to the party. They didn't come to Champions League or come to the top of Europe. So the game doesn't wait for you.
Yeah.
And Manchester United have been shitty for a long time. Once again, my principle. You've been shitty for a long time. Nobody has been able to talk about how shitty you are. And then all of a sudden, you want to will yourself onto greatness. It doesn't happen that way. Nobody's going to wait.
They really think that they just, within a year, they're going to be taking over. This is the thing. And this is where I give praise to, people be like, FSG or Michael Edwards picked the right person. Man United fans are trying to make themselves feel good by saying, oh, Liverpool wanted Amorim. No, we didn't.
But Kwesi, even that, after Graham Souness destroyed our team in 1992, was it 96? Was it 96, 92, somewhere there? We didn't recover until 2017, 2018. So the game doesn't wait for you, right? Between that time, even Blackburn Rovers and Leicester won the league.
Yeah.
The game doesn't wait for you.
No. And I want to answer Craig. He said, let's just watch Man United for a while. Craig, I see what you're saying. And I know you don't want us to be overhyped. But we are going off with the hype that they told us in the last 2 weeks. Saeed said, should we call Amorim Baby Mourinho? That's what he said. Go on his show. He's on his channel. Big up to Saeed. Great content creator. But this is what he said. And this is the reason why
Saeed will be eating biryani soon. You'll be eating
biryani soon. As well, if I go to his channel, they almost lost their mind watching the game. This is what we say.
You'll be eating biryani and cursing. Saeed is the greatest content creator on YouTube.
Yeah, Saeed is too much. He kills me, man.
He's just too much, man.
It's too much.
You see, Kwesi, listen.
Answer this question too while you are speaking.
do you think João Pedro from Brighton will see that? No, I will rather I will choose Cunha. If you ask me to choose a forward who will fit our style of play, for me it's Cunha. It's Matheus Cunha. Without any, I won't even think twice. That's if we are getting rid of somebody to bring in a forward, it's Matheus Cunha.
And honestly, don't forget Newcastle.
Because he is the right post-up player to play slot ball. Just watch him. He's the right. It's one of the reasons why I want Wolves to be relegated. But unfortunately, they won't be.
Yeah, Baz think that he's a great player. Yeah, Isak. We need Isak, man. Isak and Liverpool.
Isak is too fragile, people. Isak is too fragile.
It's okay. We have enough. We have 6 players.
Kwesi, you don't want to go from a fruitcake to a biscotti. It's still the same thing.
I will fry the biscotti so it gets hard.
I don't. I have no problem against Isak. I love Isak. I just absolutely love him. But I don't want another player who is not going to be there because, like the great Tony Cascarino said, 100%, 90% of the game is availability.
Yeah.
He said, I wasn't a talented center forward, but I was always available. And that's the reason why I played for 20 years.
Players like Isak, just like K-Mark was saying that we need certain players for certain moments because Nunes and Grobo are going to hurt us when we need them the most. You need Isak for those moments.
I agree with you, but he has to be available.
No, so that's why you don't burn him.
He has to be available.
I like Gyökeres, but Gyökeres, I don't know.
Listen, stop the hype. Gyökeres was playing in Coventry. Nobody bought him. If he comes back, he'll be the same Coventry player. The EPL is no joke, you know. You don't come to the EPL and then all of a sudden you are cooking. It doesn't work that way. Like I said, it's a big boy zone. Everybody is a big boy in that place. So you don't come there and all of a sudden you are cooking and you are doing the things other people. No, you can't. It's not that simple. You don't have the time. You don't have the time. Nobody is gonna. Those 6'5" center backs are not gonna give you the time to run around and be all flary. And no, they kick you off the park. I mean, if you know someone, which player was interviewed? A player. It was a Ghanaian kid, Semenyo. He was interviewed and they asked him who is a player that like scares him. Straight away he said Virgil. He said when you get the ball, you can even hear him breathing on your shoulder, and you are confused. You don't know what to do next. And any of you who has seen Big Veg before, he is a big man. He is huge. What you see in the, I've stood next to him before. I'm like, what the fuck were you eating when you were a kid? What were you eating? He is tall.
Yeah.
And you actually have to look up. You actually have to look up to see him. Like you have to look up to see him. And he's not somebody that you can say is the tallest person you've ever seen. No.
Yeah.
But he's big and he's intimidating. I mean, like you see him with his deep voice, he's very intimidating. And then, even when you are watching a Liverpool match at Anfield, you hear him barking. You actually hear him barking. He's that intimidating. So you don't get, Gyökeres is not going to come and play against Liverpool and get the kinds of time he gets in Portugal. Are you kidding? He will be booted off the park. Who is going to give him that time? Konate or who? Nobody is going to give you that time.
Yeah. So he said Isak he's 25, played for a big club, so he's really that good, or he's just played. No, Isak is real good.
He's that good.
He's that good. He's so special, man. If Arsenal get him, if Arsenal get Isak on their team right now, there will be a problem.
He's that
for
good.
Team, he knows he's the best player. So yeah, he came to Newcastle and took him to Champions League. You guys forget that. They beat PSG 4-0.
He's that good. My only problem with him is availability.
Availability, yep. I mean, Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres might do some damage. He's physical, but we will see. He's doing well international too.
Kwesi, trust me when I tell you, for Gyökeres to do well, he will do well in a team that somebody does all the work for him.
You know,
right?
RTV is saying something very good here. He said, let's see on Tuesday when he plays against Saliba and Gabriel. That's a very good shout. That is very good shout. We will see. I mean, I don't know if their new manager plays the same way Amorim used to play, but we will see. We will see if he passed the test.
Don't be surprised if he doesn't play well. You see,
he beat the hell out of City, though.
Yeah, but City are lacking confidence. You see, City are lacking confidence. Look, Gyökeres is a good player. Nobody can say he's not a good player. But if you bring him into the EPL, he will suffer.
He has to go to the right team. He has to go to the right team.
Yeah, you think you're going to come and play players like Max Kilman and they will allow you to run around? No, you can't. You can't do that. They won't allow you. They'll kick you off the bus.
If he goes to the right team, that will play to his strength.
To play to his strength, right?
Yeah.
Play to his strengths. Somebody has to work for him. Somebody has to work for him. And the competition, everybody knows that in Portugal, the competition is between 2.5 teams.
Yeah.
Benfica, Porto, and Sporting, if Sporting are up to it. That's a problem. You won't last there. Because the thing with the EPL, you are not allowed time.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to give you time.
Yeah. And honestly, you said, so why hasn't the big club? The reason why big club didn't go for Isak was because the same reason why Uncle Albert is talking about Gyökeres. Isak injury prone, so a lot of the big clubs didn't want to spend 60 to 70 million.
Honestly, why are you assuming that Newcastle is not a big club?
Yeah, Newcastle is a big club with big money. The thing is the politics is the reason why they haven't started able to spend
Have any
money.
of you been to the St. James before? Newcastle
they rival any
big club.
They rival any big stadium.
Newcastle, the economy of Newcastle rests on coal and Newcastle FC. Make no mistake. And their stadium is right in the city center. Their stadium is right in the city center. You get off the railway station and it's right there. You can't miss it. It's a feature of Newcastle. You can't miss it. So if you say that why didn't he go to a big club? Newcastle bought him for a lot of money. Don't forget Newcastle bought Tonali off AC Milan. That's how big they are.
Yeah.
If the associated party rules thing had failed, Newcastle will be the richest club in the league. They'll buy everybody.
Yep. This guy said get Mamouche lost. Mamouche. Everybody wants Mamouche.
I'm not a convert to Mamouche.
I haven't seen him consistently enough yet. I know his highlights are nice, but I need to spend some time watching some.
I'm not a Mamouche guy. Listen.
Yeah.
Liverpool,
I'm not saying he's not good enough. I'm just saying I haven't watched him consistent. I've watched highlights, which highlights anybody can do good.
Let me ask the all-important question: who is he coming to displace at Liverpool? Ask that question.
That's true. Unless we sell Diaz or not Diaz, Nunes or Jota.
No, he plays as the left winger. He plays in the position. Are you selling Gakpo or are you selling Diaz? Which one of them? I'm not. Guys, don't count on me. I'm not in the sell Diaz column anymore. I'm done. I'm done with sell Diaz. I'm not selling Diaz. I'm not selling Luis Diaz for anything.
The man is a convert.
Yes, I'm a convert, complete convert. I'm not selling Luis Diaz for anything. He had a bad coach. The coach was named Pep Linders. Look, guys, the person who has done most damage to our aspirations is Pep Linders. It's not Klopp.
Pep Linders made the decision?
No. I blame Klopp for ceding the coaching of the team to Linders.
No, the Klopp's problem is exactly what you're seeing with Pep Guardiola right now.
Yeah, to an extent. But one of Klopp's failures is that he had moved into administration instead of simply doing what he does best, which was being a good coach.
Yeah.
And if you people don't think Linders is bad, he's about to get tossed out of Salzburg. That's how useless he is. That's how useless he is. When some of us were complaining, they said, no, don't say. Because you remember, we were saying that Linders is the one coaching this team. This is not Klopp.
But the players like him.
Yeah. And now the players are talking. The journalists are talking. Things are being leaked. Although I, as somebody who has headed a corporate institution before, I hate leaks. If you want to confront me as a leader, confront me when I'm there. Don't leak stuff when I'm gone.
Right.
If you have the balls, talk about me when I'm sitting right in front of your face. So,
but anyway, people,
as much as I had my disagreements with Klopp, I don't want people to talk about him after he's gone.
And that's what I was trying to say in the beginning. This new trend of Liverpool fans always trying to, when they get something new or somebody's doing well, they want to trash the other people. You know, you never walk alone when you are our favorite player. But then if we don't like you, we'll throw you under the bus.
But Kwesi, whatever we do before we go, Liverpool, you need to get Martin Zubimendi.
I agree with you. That one, if you could get me Chouamini and Zubimendi, I would say Liverpool winning. We are going immortal.
No, we get Chouamini and Zubimendi. We get Chouamini and Zubimendi. We need to sell somebody in the midfield.
That's why we'll sell them in the summer.
Who are you going to sell?
Remember, we already a midfielder. Two midfielders shy.
A midfielder short because we haven't replaced Thiago.
Yeah, but who else left with Thiago in the midfield?
Well, Naby Keita left.
Exactly. But we lost Henderson, we lost Fabinho.
We've replaced Naby because we replaced them at the time Naby, Fabinho, and Henderson left. We brought in those three, right?
Yeah, but we're still missing another one.
Thiago is the one who left last season that we haven't replaced. Thiago.
Okay.
So we need Liverpool. Get Zubimendi. You get Zubimendi, you win the league. Finish. You get Zubimendi, we win the league.
I think we need to bring Zubimendi. I agree. I'm not into getting attack. We don't need an attack right now.
I'm watching him right now. I'm watching him right now. He's unbelievable. What a player.
He said Naby was never there.
No,
stop hating on Naby, man. Naby was
like Davido. He was unavailable. He was totally unavailable. But unfortunately, they fell for the thing, right?
Yeah.
Naby is 40 years old. We all know that. Well,
you people don't. So was Pacquiao. People don't remember. But big up to Mandem who have spent their day with me and my people. K-Mac came through. Please get a chance. Go support K-Mac. He's always he's around these streets causing a lot of trouble. And he is being subpoenaed to go see the judge. So we will see if he ever goes see the judge. Bass said, do a swap with Trent for young French lad at Madrid. A lot of people, is that Ibrahim or whatever they're talking about?
Is it Brahim Diaz or
Brahim Diaz or something like that? Yeah.
Brahim Diaz he's not a French guy, he's Moroccan.
Moroccan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Brahim Diaz is a good player. Adagula is a good player. Adagula will do well. This question before we go. This guy that we are talking about. Everybody says Liverpool is going to make an opportunistic signing with him. Ryan Cherki. Right?
Oh yeah, Cherki. Yeah, I think Cherki is going to be maybe in the summer.
Ryan Cherki cannot clean the dust off this guy's shoes. So what are we going to get him for? Harvey Elliott's shoes. What are we going to get him for? You see, people should be careful with the highlight reels.
Yeah.
Right? Ryan Cherki also has a serious problem with discipline.
Who?
Ryan Cherki. He has a serious problem with discipline.
Yeah, Liverpool don't do that.
Now, Liverpool don't do that. He comes with issues with his family. You don't want that. Look, there's one thing I have loved about Harvey Elliott, and I've been one of his biggest critics. But Harvey just wants to work. He wants to come to the training pitch, train his ass off. If he gets a chance to play, he puts in his best. Yes, he cost us the quarterfinal against Man U. But hey, that match, 3 people cost us the game. It was Nunes, it was the kid, what's his name, Kwanzaa, my own Kwanzaa from Ghana, and then it was Harvey Elliott. So let's take it like that. But let's not go and bring anybody who has attitude problems. Liverpool don't do attitude problems. You know, the reason why that guy in Real Betis didn't come to Liverpool was because of what his family went to tell Klopp.
Yeah.
So let's not go there. I
Yeah.
don't want to see that. I don't want to see that guy playing for Liverpool. I don't want, because he comes with a lot of disciplinary issues. Yes, he may be a brilliant player, but you've seen the highlight reels. Is he going to come and be in there with the grind, be as disciplined as all these players have been disciplined in the past? Accept that there's a hierarchy in Liverpool. Accept that when you move from Lyon to Liverpool, it's like moving from the village to the city. Do you know that? Are you going to accept that? You know, so yeah, it's what it is. But Liverpool, please get Zubimendi. Whatever you do.
No, I'm Zubimendi. I'm sold. I know, Baz. I know he played us. We needed him, and he turned us down. But I'm sorry, man. This is a part where you do business with the people you don't like.
But see, once again, Liverpool. Let's stop getting the wrong information. He didn't play us.
No, that's what people say. That's what people say.
When he said he was coming, Liverpool tried to negotiate down the release clause. That's what happened.
No, they were trying. See, that's the power people didn't answer. They were trying to negotiate how to pay them because
it's the same thing. We are saying the same thing.
No. The difference is, let me tell you the difference. His contract, he needed to pay himself. That's how it's set up.
That's how it operates in Spain.
Yeah.
In Spain, it's not a release clause. They call it. They have something for it.
There's something
so
on
you
the clause.
deposit the money in the player's account, and he pays his people off.
Oh,
if we had done that,
but that's what Liverpool. That's what Liverpool was doing, and then they showed him the PowerPoint of the mountains.
They got to him. So if you deposit the money in his account, and at the time, guess what? At the time that they had decided that okay, we'll pay the money, it was too late. So talk to him again. Right now, he's not happy. Put the money in his account.
Yeah.
Let's get it over and done with.
But the thing is, he has to this time, man. I'll say, give me a pre-contract. If you break it, you pay for the damage.
You don't want Arsenal or Man City to go for that guy.
That's true.
Liverpool, you don't. We sat down. Man City went
for
Guardiola.
The good news is, listen. The good news is, from what Ornstein has said, and even Fabrizio have said, is he is still in good contact with Richard Hughes. There was not the bridge was not burned. If January comes in and he wants to come to Liverpool, the deal will be done right away.
Kwesi, we all know that. But we also know that if Man United decide they want him, release clause, how much?
Okay. Uncle Albert, Man United fans don't know how broke they are. They think that they could always, people look at, just like you were talking about Man U stuck in the past.
Kwesi, I'm talking about the culture. I don't care how good they are.
No, I'm not talking good. I'm talking about their pockets. They don't have money.
Manchester United have spent 2.7 billion pounds on
players. They don't have money
since Alex left.
Yeah,
that's not the point. I'm simply saying that Man United wants Zubimendi. What's the release clause? 52 million. Okay, paid.
Yeah, but I'm the team that I don't want him to go to is
Manchester United. Manchester United spent 58 million pounds on Mason Mount. They paid. You know what I'm saying. So if anybody who spends that kind of money on a player as shitty as Mount, you should know. I'm just saying. I'm just using them as an example. They are not going to break
right now. Man United is not there yet.
He's not in their profile.
No.
But let's not count.
Exactly. He's playing 3-4-3. Where is he going to play?
Exactly. So, but let's not count on the fact that Arsenal will not go for him. Let's not count on the fact that Man City will not.
The two teams that will go.
It will be a bit more difficult because he will know that when Rodri comes, he's going bench. He knows that because from the Spanish national team, when Rodri is playing, he goes bench. So Man City will be difficult unless they throw the bag at him. And he also knows what has happened to the kid who is now playing for Ipswich, Calvin Phillips.
Yeah,
he knows, right? So for me, I'm saying Liverpool. As we say in Ghana, Monfort Kanto Kasu. Put that on them. Go and get the guy.
Yeah. But see, this is the thing with Liverpool right now. I'm happy we have Edward back. Richard Hughes is also regarded as one of the good director of football. It will be criminal. It will be criminal if they don't even bring one person.
Richard Hughes has some work to do to impress us. Fan base, we are disappointed with him. He knows. Right?
I mean, he knows that the PR is not on his side.
No,
so,
we are disappointed with you.
Yeah,
Richard.
but I think he led those at least 2 of the 3 signs, and he brings in another player. We will forgive him. City of Madrid, that's where he's going. I don't think he's going to City.
I want him to do 2 of the 3, and let Trent know that Trent, hey, the demands you are making are too much. This is where we stop. So you go home.
But people saying you go to Madrid. Where is he going to play?
Fullback. Right now.
No, not Trent. Zubimendi. Zubimendi.
Oh, if Zubimendi goes, maybe. Here's the thing. Zubimendi, if Madrid get him, it means they are planning to retire Modric. That's what it means.
But he signed a 2-year, or is it a 1 year?
He plugged straight, no, 1 year. They do him year on year, but he plugged straight into Modric's position. And listen, there is no team apart from Man City that Zubimendi doesn't start. There's no team. Name me a team that Zubimendi goes in and sits bench. It's only Man City. Because
no, he comes to Liverpool, he sit bench. Don't disrespect.
Dude. He comes to Liverpool, he's starting.
Huh?
He comes to Liverpool, I tell you what happens. We are pushing Gravenberch up.
Gravenberch up is not good in it. Trust me, people think just because he does those nice stuff in the back. No. Gravenberch is good where he's at. You know where Zubimendi will be? He's gonna be Gravenberch's partner.
Okay, great.
McAllister will be the one that we will push up.
But Kwesi, do you know? And I keep saying this thing. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Kwesi, you know we really play a 4-3-3. You know that, right?
Yes. But
we really play a 4-3-3.
But we play 4-3-3. We play 4-3-3 in a 4-2-3-1 style, right?
Yeah, we play with a Christmas tree in the middle, but we play 4-3-3.
Which is better. It's narrow, yeah. It's a narrow 4-3-3.
But you see, it is narrow, and we are lucky because we have very efficient wingers who are able to play across, up and down the line. But if you don't have efficient wingers, you cannot play the way we play. Because
but this is what I'm going to say, though. This is what I'm
we
going to say.
will always isolate our fullbacks.
In the summer, I want to see what Onslaught real team is going to look like.
Dude, I want Zubimendi. I actually want him. I need him like flowers need rain. Because put that guy in your team, and Liverpool is a completely different team.
Oh, yeah. You put Zubimendi and Gravenberch, oh my God. With McAllister or Soboslai as a 10, and you could rotate Jones in between.
So your thing is right. I was thinking more. I will play Mark and him, right, and put this guy Gravenberch up top as basically as the 10 because of his speed and his ability to take players on and such. But I also take your point. We can play him alongside Gravenberch in that Christmas tree formation.
Because you know why I'll put
back 10 up top.
Up top. You know why? Because Gravenberch lately has been double team or man mark, right? If you have Zubimendi has that pass like Thiago. One pass.
Yeah, because we talk too much. You know, Liverpool fans, we talk too much. Instead of keeping quiet, we keep going on and on and on about how good Gravenberch has become. And everybody's watching. Now he's being double teamed, triple teamed. Liverpool supporters, we talk.
Alex says, I'm done waiting. The Casado thing is his PTSD. Don't worry. My Uncle J Dog will come through this January. You hear here first.
Listen,
you
bro.
Hear here first. Take me to jail if it doesn't happen.
Listen, if we don't strengthen our team in January, I will be
criminal.
shocked.
That would be criminal. I mean, even if Scott comes out and say, I made a decision to keep what I have, I'm still going to look at him like, boss, that's criminal. Don't make that same mistake as the previous one did. But anyway, people, we got to get out of here.
The reason why, Kwesi, relax. You aren't going anywhere. Relax.
I have to go to work.
Okay. The reason, The reason why we didn't do well last season was that at a time when we needed manpower replenishment, we didn't get it.
But see, this is the part where people don't understand. I'm a proactive type of person. At least I try to be. I work on that. We don't wait till everybody gets old, then you replace them at once.
Don't wait for the problem to come before you prevent
exactly.
it. It's like vaccination. You vaccinate yourself because you don't want to catch the disease.
Exactly.
What about that don't we understand?
That's my problem. And that's the same problem Pep Guardiola is doing right now.
Brother, take care of you.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, thank you. People. We appreciate you guys.
Top of the league.
Top of the league. Champions League. Top of the league. Enjoy it, people. Let's enjoy it. Trust me, the haters. And by the way, we still haven't played anybody.
It's a fantastic. No, we haven't played anybody. It's a fantastic time to be a Red.
You know what I mean? They were expecting us to fall. So
fantastic time to be a Red.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, brother.
Next week, after we smash Man City and Real Madrid, we still wouldn't have played anybody.
No, we still haven't played anybody. We still haven't played. We're not going to play anybody. They're going to tell. You know now what the excuse is?
Nope.
It's the way
they play nobody, baby.
Let's what how
at the end of this season, I know the red ribbon will be around the Premier League.
But guess what the excuse is now? Well, Liverpool, you play some tough teams that you haven't played the way that we played it. We've gone to all the hard games away. I'm like, people, do you know there's 37 games that every team plays? No matter what, you're gonna play the same games, the same teams.
There's another thing I want to say. Liverpool old players, you are a shameful fucking lot.
I don't want to talk about them. Starting with Jimmy Carragher.
No. Carragher, we've given up on him. Okay, Carragher is gone, right? Carragher belongs to the asylum. You know what Steve McMahon said today? He said Liverpool are top because of what the other teams have not been doing.
So when we didn't win the league, is it because we didn't do what we were supposed to do? That's why City won.
Should we be loaning players to them for them to do what they need to do?
I told you, man.
This is not jealousy.
Of course. What do you think? Steve Nicol came out and talked about how Liverpool played as Chelsea and said that's not how Liverpool played. What is the Liverpool way?
Another miserable sort. He should live in the same apartment with Carragher.
All of them. They are hating. Because,
guess what? Because it's all about being jealous of Mo Salah.
It's Mo Salah, it's the manager, it's the players. Because these players are getting more accolades because some of them went 30 years and they didn't win nothing.
Right.
So Carragher it's all jealousy.
Didn't win anything.
It's just jealousy. And we, the fans, have to stop that. We have to call him on.
The only person who is actually talking like an ex-Liverpool player is Stevie Gerrard. Big up to him, man. Big up.
Yeah.
Everybody shitting on the players, from John Barnes to everybody shitting on them.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They might as well just do the rival fans' job. But anyway,
Souness, the man who put us where he's put us, Graham Souness.
I don't listen to him. I stopped listening to him a long time ago.
Anyway, we know what you did to our team. Go fuck yourself.
Big up to Uncle, big up to K-Mac, big up to Mandem who came through the chat. Man, appreciate you guys, man. It's almost 3 hours and you guys been with me the whole time. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Understand this. The same way I always tell you guys, don't take these things for granted. I do not take this love for granted. I really, really appreciate you guys, man. Really appreciate it. So thank you so much for spending the time with me. Please, if you're going to watch this later, put your comment in there. You saw me in the beginning, me and Uncle Albert, and when K-Mac came in, we were going disagreement to disagreement. So please help me. Please subscribe, share these videos, and then, of course, get the likes for my 21Ks. Big up to Mandem, Kwesi Ball.